that flow like water. Oh yeah, I want it all. So will you come along on my adventure? Oh yeah, I want it all. I want it all. Oh, it's a new day. Breathe in and out a new way. Oh, we are young. Our time has come. We are wide awake. It's a new day. It's a new day. We'll make the nights a little longer. Oh yeah, we'll have it all. We'll make our love a little stronger. Oh yeah, I want it all. I want it all. It's a new day. Breathe in and out a new way. Oh, we are young. Our time has come. We are wide awake. It's a new day. 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 It's a new Our time has come. My favorite memories are shared with others. My favorite stories of various characters. My favorite moments are the ones
live.
where we're all together, laughing
All right.
at something.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chompix, and we have Nev Sensei as our special guest tonight for some regions and afternoon for some other parts of the region. How are you doing, Nev?
Doing good afternoon for me, and I'm excited. I finally get to cast some South American Dota. I saw Chompex was holding this tournament. I reached out to him. I said, "You gotta get me in there." Team Unknown is on tonight. I get to see the cut with P1. They're replacing Little Nick, but P1 is hype as hell. Thank you for having me.
P1. I see you're a big fan of P1, and well, I'm glad. And I think I shouldn't ask you who are you rooting for today.
It's hard to say. I'm super happy and hyped I get the chance to watch South American teams again after doing North America and China DPC. but I got some friends on the cut. I like SMD, I like Pingu, I like P1. Giant I tolerate. He can be annoying at times. So maybe the cut. Maybe the cut today.
Maybe the cut. All right.
Yeah.
I think I should change my shirt. I think
Your
I'm wearing a pink shirt. I think I should change my shirt today.
I won't be able to see it for another couple of minutes. You're gonna look like a biased casting here today.
I hope it's not going to be a biased casting because, well, I do have my Peruvian shirt. Maybe I should just change it. All right. Thanks, Ned, for being here. And thank you to the whole audience who's here from South America and North America. Меня зовут Chompix. Это Octaexon League. Привет. Gracias, chicos, a los que están aquí viendo a Unknown y Dakat. Hoy día, esta noche, tenemos tarde de Dota, Dotiña. Team Unknown versus Dakat. In this best of 3 series. ¿Eh? La mejor BO3 series. Guys, no spoilers, guys, by the way. Alright, let's talk about the draft, Nev. Wow, right away with a Centaur and a Timber, so ban in the side of Unknown. Very common bans, right?
People don't want to deal with Centaur right now. A couple teams have figured out how to play against it, but a lot of the time, it builds itself a Vanguard, it puts multiple points in return. You just kind of have to leave it alone on whatever part of the map it is, so it ends up getting like way too much farm. So taking that one out, it can be a little bit tricky to deal with. It makes sense to me. The Mars of the Mirana is like one of the oldest tricks in the book, though, right? I feel like we've seen this ever since Mars first came out into Captain's mode. The hero does pretty well by itself while Mirana roams around the map. If your lane doesn't go very well for you, Mars can still kind of throw his spears, and Mirana can throw arrows out into the jungle. It's solid, and that's another solid hero. Medusa, you're probably sick of seeing this one, am I right, buddy?
It's going to be this Medusa. I think they want to go for the win right away, and especially Scourge McDuck Medusa.
Man knows how to farm. He's very quick with that one. I'm getting a little bit bored of the hero. It's not as boring as it used to be. I think the Aghanim Scepter build is a little bit more exciting than like the 45, 50 minute, very slow farming Medusa has never played with the team. But I'm still not a very big fan. I think the hero's way too tanky. It's difficult to blow up, so it discourages you from going onto her a lot of the time. And that slows down the pace of the game. I'm here for blood.
I have a question. How about Enchantress position 5? Or no, I think this is gonna be 4 right now. This position 4, right? Enchantress. What do you think about this? Not, you know, it has the slow. It probably can provide you some of the auras, but they're lacking of lockdown.
Yeah. If it's a lot of time, you want your position 4 to be a stun. If you don't have your position 4 in a stun, it really limits what you can do with the rest of the draft, and it gives the enemy team way more to work with. Spirits are super popular in the mid right now. They have been for the last couple of patches, and if you don't have a hero to lock that down, it encourages picking up a spirit hero even easier, and the enemies can like initiate and get out of all sorts of crazy fights. So I'm really hoping it's a position 5 Enchantress and not a position 4. You just don't have that many options as good position 5s with stuns, so you can set yourself up for failure here, right?
Absolutely. I think I may see a Grimstrong Pingu perhaps in position 5. There's a upper bracket finals, just one away from the grand finals, and I think those Dogecoins are those hard wallets also like waiting. They're waiting for the deep. It will go up again, so it will be good.
I think when you announced the tournament, the Dogecoins were at like 15 cents, and they went up to like 60, and I think they went higher than that. They're playing with my heart here. They're playing with everyone's heart.
Will it reach $1? We'll just find out very soon.
To the moon.
To the moon. Maybe in 10 years from now, I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember. Actually, there was a tournament that offered 1 million Dogecoins in North America in 2013, 2016.
Actually, I bought, I think $20 worth of Dogecoins in, I think 2014.
Wow.
I have no idea where it is now, though. I put the info on a flash drive, and I think it's in like my parents' basement or something.
It's probably. Oh, is that how you buy your mansion?
Yeah, exactly. I'm a Dogecoin billionaire. The mansion that Sammy Boy's always talking about.
The mansion, yeah, I think it's true. We see a Kunka. Wow, like I was talking about a lockdown. Look at this Kunka, Mars, and Mirana, and you wanted some bloodbath, and I think we're gonna see that. I think we're gonna probably see an early initiation from Unknown. We have a Mars and Mirana who can rotate, and a Kunka mid for sure for Roboseta. So probably road to 10. I will say Unknown so far. You're gonna have to wait for Medusa. Try to make a space, and I don't know if Unknown is gonna let you do that. He's probably gonna suffocate you.
Yeah, he's going to be playing probably extremely quickly here. I do like Kunku quite a bit. You can play him. You can mix things up depending on who you're laning against. I think if you have a difficult melee matchup in the mid lane on Kunkka, like if they were to pick something like, say, Viper, or they were to pick something like Ursa in the mid to counter out the Kunkka, you could just put Mars there instead, and the lane wouldn't be as bad. This hero has played his position 3 every so often, so they've got some flexibility with the draft right now as well. On Unknown, and the cut are going to have to reveal with where they're going to put this Enchantress. Excuse me, with this next pick here. And they're running out of the last of their reserve time here. They've only got 13 seconds left. They take the Ancient Apparition, which is good against these strength heroes who have a lot of HP regen, but it still doesn't give you the lockdown you were talking about, Chompix.
Yeah. But at the team fight with that AA, I wonder what are they trying to...
10 seconds remain.
Yeah.
I wonder what Timo is gonna go for.
5 seconds remain.
Are we gonna see a Timo Luna?
Maybe. The Luna doesn't feel great against the Ancient Apparition because a lot of time you're like naturally building lifesteal on that hero to get your HP back up. You don't have a very big HP pool to work with. You could take a Terrorblade to kind of circumvent the Ice Blast completely. It's one of the few healing abilities that actually go through the AA Blast. So that's something they could try to take here. But they're gonna last phase whatever it is their carry is. We see Snapfire now picked up, and that's probably going to be on the position 4. So it's very likely going to be a mid Kunkka and a position 3 Mars, unless they play something that's going to absolutely decimate the Kunkka min. They can mix things up a little bit. But they really need some lockdown now. They don't have any stuns on Enchantress. Ancient Apparition needs to set up for his Cold Feet. Medusa doesn't have any stun abilities until she's got her Aghanim Scepter done. They take the Ember Spirit here, which is a root, yeah. But I think you're still going to struggle with this lockdown.
You know, I had on mine and it's not fire for Unknown team. I was like, you have a Mars. Mars is not fire. That cheesy combo in the arena into the Mortimer Kisses. And what we have is not fire. But now, do they have...
5 seconds remain.
If we're talking like Pokemon matchups now, you've got Kunkka, who's a water type. He's got all these water abilities now. So he's, very good against Ember Spirit. Yeah, and then you've got Ancient Apparition, who's an ice type and is not very effective against Kunkka, who's water. Are you a big Pokemon fan, Chompex?
I did watch the first series when I was younger, but then I stopped. The issue is that the last Pokemon I watched, it was Pokemon Sun and Moon. I think it was really good. I think it was a really good storyline.
I don't watch it. I just play all the games still. I'm a sucker. Nintendo gets all my money.
I see. The last time I played a Nintendo game, was it Mario? Perhaps the Wii.
5 seconds.
Yeah. Mario. It's been a while since. Well, I've got my Switch. I put the new Pokemon Snap. I think maybe you saw some pictures of me.
How about the
posting
new
on Twitter.
Pokemon? How about the new Pokemon?
Sun, Sword and Shield.
Yeah. No. The upcoming Dora-like Pokemon game.
Dota? Oh, the open world one.
Yes.
Yeah, that one looks so good. I can't wait for that. I hope that they upgrade the Nintendo Switch before it comes out, though, because I'm worried about performance and whatnot on it.
You
Much
think
like how I'm worried about the Cuts performance this game. How was that?
Yeah, I think so. I still think on the draft Unknown has a better draft in a sense.
Yeah, they look a little bit stronger. You lack the lockdown right now on the Cut. Mars is going to be able to freely move around. He can be able to lock you inside your arena. You think the Cut want Bloodseeker or Unknown?
No, Unknown, Bloodseeker.
Yeah. There's your stun. But that doesn't pair very well with your Medusa. You're not benefiting anything off the cleave. It does help Ember Spirit quite a bit. It gives you a little bit of lockdown, but on such a big cooldown, right?
Yeah.
Having to play around this RP is, I think, a pretty big problem. You don't have anything that combos amazing with you. You do have, I mean, you can get like a Mystic Snake off, and you can get a Stone Gaze off inside the RP. You can get an Ice Blast, but I feel like you're playing around just that RP so hard, and Unknown are going to be able to run circles around you because of that. And they go with the Wraith King. That is the best pick possible here. When you're playing against one really big cooldown, that's the only thing he has to worry about is, you know, surviving this RP, and they're always going to have to hesitate to drop it on him until he comes back up with a second life. Teemo is going to be a force to be reckoned with this game, but the cut is very scary. Again, they replaced Tiny Nicholas with P1, who's the best player from the lower division in Season 2 of the NADPC.
And we have Giant as well joining us. But now it's just this Tingle King decided to go in the off lane because Giant was the off laner, then Tingle King was the mid laner. So that's how they started in this season at Octaexon League. I was actually gonna ask you if they were to pick the Bloodseeker, does the pure damage from the Shark of Bloodseeker goes through the mana burn from Medusa? The shield.
Does it go through the pure damage? No.
Okay.
No, it reduces, the mana shield reduces all damage types unless you can, like, somehow break her shield off.
I see.
Yeah. Which is incredibly strong at the moment. I mean, all the interaction with the Medusa shield are just absolutely ridiculous. I think the Aghanim Scepter plus Shard together, it makes the hero way too strong. You try to go on her and cast spells, and she just goes right back up to full mana again. You don't have a lot of single target abilities here on Unknown, so she won't benefit that much from the Shard this game, but she'll definitely still build the Aghanim Scepter.
I see. All right, Neff. Game time.
Game time. I'm excited. Kunkka does not look like a man anymore. I'm excited to see what P1 can accomplish on a different team, though. I feel like PSG, you know, they were a pretty strong team with P1 on it. Without it, you know, they were just losing games left, right, and center. This game, you know, the Cut, who moved up into the upper division in Season 1, had a bit of a shaky Season 2 against all these, like, NA Superstar teams, but with P1 to round out their draft off, I want to see what they can accomplish here. I'm very excited to be doing this with you today.
Thank you. Likewise, Neff. So, who do you want to put all your guinea pigs on? Unknown or the Cut?
My guinea pigs is definitely on. I probably a little bit the Cut. I like Unknown's draft better. I like Unknown's draft a lot better, but I'm confident in P1's ability.
I will go for Unknown this time. I think their draft, I'm just basing this on draft, and I think they do have enough to be able to defeat the Cat, probably minute 35 or 40 at most.
All right. I respect your non-biased analysis. It's completely undraft. Even though you're wearing a pink shirt today.
Oh.
The man's rooting for the Cat secretly.
No, I'm a gold supporter of Arkush.
Right. It's because they pick techies.
Absolutely.
I played my first techies game in a very long time the other day. It was a wild ride.
That hero could be either good or bad. There's no in between.
A little bit of action to start.
Prada. Uy.
Oof. Does manage to get out though, but gonna have to walk all the way. I'm curious if he walks all the way back to base. It's looking like he might. Doesn't want to waste 110 gold on his salve. Instead, he'll have to waste just 100 gold on his TP. And if you think about it, I'm not really sure it's worth it. You have to buy another TP eventually, anyways.
He's walking all the way.
Gonna lose a little bit of time on the map as well.
But at the same,
portals...
you may get a little bit of XP for your position 1.
Yeah, that is true. He managed to find himself at least 1 CS while he was doing that. It immediately just starts pumping some harass into the Gigantress, which, you know, does feel pretty good. They've buffed this hero's armor and base strength a little bit over the last couple of years, so you don't just get completely decimated, but Little Shredder is such a value ability for harassing enemy support. Enemy laner. Always feels really good. So, I think a lot of this. Ooh,
look at
Giants
the
already taking a
shredding.
bunch. Yeah, -6 armor. Giants probably. They're they're punishing him, right? He's only got 4 tangos in his inventory right now. He can't heal up his HP super quickly because he doesn't have a salve. He's gonna have one flying out to him pretty quickly.
Uy, Medusa just went down up top.
Yeah, I completely missed it. I wasn't expecting that to happen.
It's too
But,
early in
she-
the game. Yeah,
Yeah, she just
cameraman
level
fell
1.
asleep too.
Mana Shield, no points yet, just sitting at level 1 here, so wasn't careful at the start, and starting to regret me betting on the cut here.
I don't know.
It's
All
too
your
early
guinea
to
pigs
say.
are gonna be
Yeah.
in danger.
I hope they
And
go
now
to a good home.
Prada. Does King of King has anything? No, there comes a stun here, but there is a skewer and just Prada goes down.
Giant finishes off with an impetus there. Very nice. So the cut managed to find a return kill, grabbing 1. But probably the last of the action we'll see for a little while. Now, I'm surprised that he's dropping some of this early mana on impetus. A lot of time you see Nature's Attendant and Enchant, and then people just throw creeps to harass the enemy laner. And heal themselves back up with Nature's Attendants. Giant is going for a very aggressive playstyle on this Enchantress. And it's working out for him.
Trying to
Scourge
harass him with the impetus as well.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, how does the boys P1 versus Robo Zeta doing? So Robo
Looks
Zeta
like-
with a Mars in this case, 15-8 and only 10-1. A lot of the nines are coming in
Yeah.
and another action up top and ay ping.
They're just able to dive him under the tower. There's not a whole lot the Moose is able to do for him here either. Neither of these people have stuns, so they can just run them down without a care in the world. Kunkka's level 3 and he's almost got 1,000 HP already. This guy can just dive the tower without a care. But in the mid lane, we're talking about RoboZ, dominating performance against P1 right now. He actually moved back to snag P1's bounty rune before he could get it. So he's not going to be able to maximize the use of his Flame Guard. This is what you do a lot of time on the Ember Spirit, though. Bottom lane, put some harass off a Tingle King, but he just skewers out. But a lot of the time when you're not doing so hot in your lane, you want to be maxing out your Flame Guard so you can eventually move. Speaking of mid lane, P1 is dropping a little bit low. RoboZ might think about diving. All right, he thinks better of it.
Guts Rebuke and Spears as well, but the water runes are coming in minute 4. 1-on-1. One for you, one for me. Let's not fight about this, okay?
Yeah.
Let's share.
If we have to. Mid laners are greedy, especially right now. They want it all. But supports aren't able to rotate right now. Giant, speaking of, I was talking about how aggressive and greedy he was playing, not going for like Nature's Attempt instead. He's just farming up the jungle with his Hellbear Smasher. He's gonna go for the mid lane here. RoboZ might
And I
get
think
punished for
so.
playing
Mirana is
aggressive.
coming as well. Just take his
Yeah.
scooter. I mean, his creep.
Yeah, almost got his courier as well. But it's gonna nip that one in the bud pretty quickly. Instead, Giant will grab this Mud Golem here. And oh, you're in a bad place here on Snap. I
I
turned it
think
around
so.
though.
And there was a
Giant's the one in
second
the
error
bad
as well.
place.
He does not connect with the cookie. There we go. I suspected he was in a bad spot.
You might go down here. There are 2 more auto attacks from this creep. He's got 1.
He does have a
And-
healing self. I'm not sure why he's not using it.
He doesn't want the healing salve to get interrupted. 5 seconds till boulder toss.
But it could.
2, 1. He
Oh,
doesn't
there's 2
get
minute
it.
ones. No, he didn't.
No, he only
Very
got it with one of them off.
precise.
Because of that, we miss a kill happening in the mid lane because we're too busy looking at the mud golems.
And the viewers are gonna be so upset today. Be like, come
No,
on, guys.
the viewers want to see the mud golems. That's the true protagonist of Dota. They'll be fine.
Cameraman is gonna get fired today.
Neff's mic is robot. Do I sound robotic?
Do you sound robotic? Not for me, but let me double check that. Ay,
Yep.
ay.
While it's happening. Lose Snapfire, lose Giant as well. He ends up going down 1-for-1 exchange. I'd say it's pretty good for Unknown. Right now they're at a 2-key net worth advantage. Some of this is coming off the advantage that RoboZ has here in the mid lane. Actually sitting 400 net worth above the Mars. Or sorry, above the Ember Spirit. A little bit of harass off of the tower. The catapult managed to find it at where he's now playing a little bit closer to the lane. P1, he'll move into the jungle, probably find himself a neutral, and then he'll start looking for kills around the map. Mars isn't going to be able to rotate as well as the Ember Spirit up until he gets his Blink Dagger, and he's still a pretty long way off of that one. So, I think just playing around the 7-minute mark here. He opts not to clear out these creeps just yet. Waits for the potential to grab a neutral item. Pops that haste, and I think he's going to start moving through his own jungle. He knows that Sacred is playing pretty aggressive in it, and I think that's what he's looking for here.
Structures are fortified.
Especially given that Ancient Apparition is stacking one side of the jungle. Yeah, he finds Sacred here, thing at only 500 HP, and I think there's absolutely no way that he gets out of this one. Oh no!
Sacred managed to survive, barely.
He messed that one up. He had a Remnant over the mid lane, and he jumped over to it instead of the one he was supposed to, and RoboZ, he just followed by throwing out a spear into the arena, and the arrow follows up. He's sitting so low, he might just drop. But he was choosing to play aggressive here. The Cold Feet comes out, throws out a Remnant. Can't quite finish him, though. P1 seems to be a little bit off his game today. I was trying to take over for a minute there while you took a look at the issues. How we looking?
Uh-oh. They say I need to give you a new microphone.
Oh, this is a very expensive microphone. I can switch to another microphone though. I've got 3.
Alright, let's see. Oh, Tingle King coming inside. Are they gonna grab Timo? Timo does not have enough mana for the resurrection and he just goes down. Sacred is still there. Can he take the Giant? No, Giant is... Oh, there's an Air Smart. The combo is coming inside with the sheep. And Chow Chow, my friend. And a Kino Spray for Sacred.
I missed all that picking up my other microphone. I'm gonna try plugging this one in. It might change the sound quality a little bit. But definitely using my best one. Hold on one second.
Alright.
Quality is definitely going to drop, but you might be able to hear me a little bit easier.
I think I can hear you well. It's Crush That managed to go away. Yeah, he was safe. Ew, and the arrow connects very well by Weak. A couple of seconds down, the storm coming inside as well. Sacred, the spear that's missing. He managed to dodge it, but a God's Rebuke and just managed to take him down. Excellent rotation by RoboZ. And they want more. I think they see a bunch of stacks and they may be able to take it. There's a Kunkka there enough. Yeah, they probably can take it. I think they're gonna wait a little bit more. There is a Mortimer Kisses available probably in a couple of... In 1 minute at most. That's sharing change. They managed to share here in the arena. Does he connect? Weak is trying to take his distance. He needs to connect a Sacred Arrow. Sacred Arrow comes in, knocks him down, and I think P1 goes down. And like you say, P1 is a little bit off today.
Flame Guard just blown up instantly. These arena arrow combinations coming out from this Mars Mirana, tearing P1 apart. But he's just slightly off with his remnants here and there. Not what I've seen from him from DPC. Normally he doesn't make these kind of mistakes, but he could be a little bit nervous. You know, he's on a new team here, not as comfortable. Also been off for a little while after taking a small break from the DPC. But they're gonna have to move in here to defend this mid tier 1 tower. Catapults are up, so they're gonna be able to put a lot of pressure and damage onto the dire tier 1. They get Kunkka, skew him back in the tower. I think you're just gonna have to let him go, especially with that RP follow up. The arrow ends up connecting on the Magnus, stunned up again on P1. He's dropping incredibly low. He's just down.
P1, P1. Yeah. 2 men down, 12-4, and this is what I was telling you. You wanted to see a bloodbath? Unknown was gonna give you that a lot of kills in the early game. Meanwhile, we have a Scorch McDuck just trying to farm as much as he can, but he's not ready to fight.
Yeah, I mean, he had such a slow start. He ended up dying at level 1, and you know, he ended up getting himself to the lane.
3 men
Oh.
versus 1. He just grabbed a Tingle King and just put him against the tree and he's down.
Yeah.
And
they've
as well
got
the
no-
tower.
Yeah,
Look
they
at
got
this.
no way back into
Oh,
this
look
either.
at
They
that arrow!
gotta
What an
immediately.
arrow!
Oh, wish! The man's a sniper!
What an arrow.
Oh, yeah. Chumpix, this is a complete disaster. 11 minutes in, 5 key network. Feels like you lost every lane. I mean, Giant, you managed to take that bottom tier 1 tower. It gives you a little bit more control of the map. It's not a robot, it's just clipping. Interesting. Take a look between games, I feel.
Okay. Maybe you restart Discord. No?
Yeah, I'll give my entire computer a restart. It should be pretty quick. We'll do that between games here.
Sacred, it trying to farm, taking the farm from Medusa. Like they're not giving any space to Scorch McDuck. Scorch McDuck doesn't have to farm. He does have a double stack here in the bottom in his triangle, but that's it. He's not close for the ultimate lord. He still needs 1k, and there's a rotation from the cut all the way to the bottom lane, but there's nothing. They're not gonna find anything because they're all in the other side of the lane of the map.
Ultimate Orb, though, you're not gonna be able to fight. You need that Aghanim Scepter completed. You just don't have the damage right now, and right now they have to play around the RP. Just came back up off of cooldown after using it in the mid lane on only the Kunkka, but he's on the opposite side of the map, which allows them to play super aggressive here on no. They're just going for the top tier too. They want to take outposts. They want complete control of this map.
And they're going to have P1 is in trouble. There comes the stone, no Shearing Chain. Raymond to just run away. He managed to run away.
They rotate away from the tower for a moment while the fortified comes up, but it looks like they're gonna get right back on top of it with a little shredder with that Blightstone on the Snapfire. Roboz cleaning out the creep wave pretty quickly here. They're trying to use this opportunity to pressure down the mid lane. If they can get this mid tier 1 after grabbing the bottom tier 2, they can just start farming up the enemy jungle. It's not really safe in theirs anymore after all the vision and that known have established just by spending so much time inside their jungle.
I don't think they can take top tower. They didn't take top tower, and they trying to come and defend the middle tower. Perhaps I think they can take the top tower and defend the middle one as well.
It's looking like it right now. We're just doing a pretty good job of defending this one.
There's a clip with 3 men down, 3 men under the effect of the ancient apparition.
Yeah, but even with that, you know, all you've done is put your Ice Blast on cooldown. You might choose to take a fight or go into the Roche pit at the moment.
A 40 minutes post outpost. Crap.
Not bad. That's rough. So XP advantage is going to go further in the favor of Unknown if it wasn't bad enough already. I mean, if you pull up in the charts right now, it's already at like a 4,005. It's like a 4,000 lead for Unknown. Net worth is a lot worse though.
I have something probably to add. I have seen Unknown dominate the early game like they're doing it right now. And I have also seen Scorch McDuck turn around fights. Turn around games after farming, being patiently, not giving up. Oh, there's got a Mortimer Kiss against the trees. He just goes down. Robozeta is on a mega kill. And I seen Unknown also not being able to control all of the early game advantage that they had. So, and I think this is a test of fire for Unknown. Like, were they able to fix those mistakes that they have done before, in a sense of, okay, we're winning the early game, the entire early game. We have advantage. We have 6K network. We're having control. We're sort of controlling the maps. Now, can we finish the game?
But they just can't close it out.
Yeah.
Well, if there's a game for Scrooge McDuck to turn around a true test of his skill, it'll be this game. There's the spear, there's the arrow immediately after, on the wall here, losing the majority of his mana right now, but they do manage to take down the Snapfire.
Scorch McDuck, Sacred is gonna go down. RP into 1 man. I think P1, there we go. And 3 men down at the side of Unknown. And this is what I was telling you.
There it is. They managed to turn that one. Too many stuns, too much damage coming out of the Medusa, but she's got that mana shield to fall back on. If her team is there and you end up wasting all your cooldowns on her, it does give her the opportunity to turn these fights around with these big RPs. But, you know, while this is happening, you have to keep in mind Teemo. The Teemo meter is rising. He's farming.
He went for a Desolator and an Armlet of Morrigan, perhaps to initiate early in the game, try to rotate. He managed to find P1. The leader sharing just gonna go down. P1, P1 goes down.
Oh, there was a hero there for 1 second. The next it was gone. 700 damage crit. I mean, that's the strength of that early Desolator. Tearing through him in no time at all. I mean, this guy's got almost 10,000 net worth here at 16 minutes into the game.
0-5. P1 has 0 deaths. And, I mean, 0 kills and 5 deaths.
Yeah, it's a rough start for him right now for sure. I mean, he'll turn this around, I have no doubt in my mind, but what we're used to seeing from him. There's the Ice Blast, but, you know, that's what the beauty of the Wraith King.
I mean, that Dingo King. Oh, they managed to capture him. Sacred. Ay. Sacred goes down 16-8 so far. 6k lead.
Probably looking to, you know, lock them in their base here, go back, take Roshan, then start to pressure high ground.
The arrow coming inside is not Cookie. That's managed. Oh, one blow away to take this MP1 again. P1, PP.
As they say, one blow to crush a foe. And now, pushing up this high ground, they're gonna be able to take this tower fast. The Skeletons come out, Desolator on the tower as well, on top of that little Shredder. This tower's got 4 armor.
RP for men is skewered. No P1 jumps in right away with a buyback. Can they stun somebody? Can they lock somebody into the tower? 4. And they activate the glyph for the extra attack of speed. Teemo goes down the first life. Snapfire is also down. And the ultimate coming inside. Can Teemo survive one more life? Scorch McDowell into the fight. And they just managed to take him down. Yep, Teemo is down. 2 men down. Really nice RP from Tingle King.
We'll pull them all back to the tier 4 tower, leaving them no room to do anything. And, you know, as soon as he's back up, nice positioning there from Scourge McDuck, getting in front of that Wraith Kick, making so he can't turn that one around and kill the Ember Spirit there. So when their backs are against the wall, you know, they're playing pretty well here. And this might have been some of the issues that you're talking about with Unknown. You know, the moment they have the opportunity to close out the game, they get a little bit too trigger happy. Or they, maybe they just forgot there about that Magnus. And punished for it super hard there by the cut.
I really like whoever pressed that glyph.
Yeah,
really...
the tower flak right there. Right?
Yes, that was amazing. Yeah. And let's see if Unknown, like I said, can they finish this game?
I'm hoping so, but you know, they got a little bit trigger happy there. They started going for the tier 3s, realizing that they might have been able to take it, potentially a Rax there, but turned around. If they'd got Roshan first, I think things would have been a little bit better, but they're looking to correct that error right now. But this is giving the cut a chance to build a couple of items right now. In fact, they're grouped up. I think they know what they're up to. In fact, they just pinged it out. The Ice Blast is coming out, but they're too late.
Roshan goes down, minute 19. I think it's okay timing for that. They have vision in the bottom, so they know where they are.
Yep. And looks like they might want to fight into them. RoboZ's got his Blink Dagger recently completed. It doesn't have his BKB yet, though.
There is also a Moonlight available, so they can go away. If they want to, they can use it to initiate. RoboZ jumps inside, goes in the Medusa, the arena is dropped. The Mortimer Kiss is coming inside, and the Moonlight goes away, and the both ship connects in the Scorch McDowell. The Scorch McDowell activates his ultimate. RoboZ is down. Nice skewer for Tingle King. Then bring him over. Sacred is in trouble. Sacred does not have any mana. The Scorch McDowell hitting. The blast gonna come in perfectly to shatter them down. Mirana goes down, and Sacred is just a little bit off. He can down in any second. Teemo trying to fight. Now they just retreat. They have to retreat. That was a really nice trade.
Sacred's alive. They couldn't finish him off.
The pipe.
Yeah.
That was the pipe.
The pipe. I thought he ended up getting finished off by that Bo debuff damage coming off onto him alongside the AA blast taking, but it wasn't quite enough. They managed to make it out. But they managed to hold it. Teamfight does pretty heavily go in the way of the cut there. They managed to get, I think, like 1200 XP, 2000 XP, 1200 net worth after that teamfight. They're holding. It's like you said, the man George McDuck, managed to find a way back in the game, and
Oh, the horn pulling him all the way in the back. They capture the shearing change as well. He's being locked. Timo, that's half the resurrection. Can they take him down? Robo Zeta jumps in with an eel trying to save him. The arena is dropped. They want to go for P1. Can P1 go down? They want to go. Oh, Slithering Chain trying to survive. RP, nice connect by Tingle King, and Timo is in trouble. Return McDuck joins the fight. He just keeps attacking and attacking. The boat is coming inside, and P1, PPP. Now it's Timo. Managed to resurrect him. The ultimate is still on. They go, and Timo is just gonna have to say ciao, ciao, my friend. They're holding.
but he can't do anything with it. He
They're
just has to drop
holding.
it.
Insane. Ay, ay, ay.
Torn apart there. Team Unknown, they're crumbling.
Unknown. Again, I think this is a good test for Unknown before the regional qualifiers.
Yeah.
Because it is a common trend, right? An Unknown, as far as I expected the games, that they have the lead. They have like, how do I close this? How do I close this lead? Which fight do I need to take? Which fight do I don't need to take? So, really good there, because the regionals are around the corner. It should be at the end of the month, of June.
You need to be in top form for that. The international means everything for these teams. So much money on the line, so much prestige. It is the biggest event across every esport. Everyone is jealous of Dota because of the international. Every team's gonna want to go. So, taking this opportunity to kind of learn some of these mistakes that they're making and how to correct them here, as long as they can maturely look at it.
Every
Which I imagine
team and
they will.
every player
Yeah.
is trying to find their way.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But in that last team fight, I'm gonna talk about the Wraith King. You know, regardless of the fact that he had 3 lives to work with, he had Reincarnation and Aegis. He couldn't get any auto attacks off onto people. And he's getting kited around and blown up so quickly. The rest of his team is dropping as well. I think like the Snapfire's not really getting off these Morbid Kisses. The arenas are, they're coming out but under the wrong targets. I think you need to somehow blow up like the backline of this Ancient Apparition Enchantress first, and then start to worry about the Medusa. But they seem to be initiating on this Medusa first in all these fights.
Like you say, BKB is the item that they needed.
And they're working on it now. I mean, Mars has been working towards the BKB the last, I think, 6-7 minutes now. Still isn't completed, though. It's just had this Ogre Axe in his inventory.
They capture Sacred, and Sacred's in trouble. The Torrent trying to help him, but no. Killing spree. Scourge McDuck managed to recover all of the farm. He's now in top of the network with 16k.
Oh, it's crazy how things turn around. I thought Wraith King would be the one to close this game out. I mean, he's got all the right items, but he's fallen off from going to super aggressive early build. Now he's building all these defensive items, these utility items. He's got the Halberd. He's going for the BKB now, going for BKB on Mars. But I feel like, yeah, your net worth advantage is dwindling. By the time you have these items that you need to close out this game here, the lead would have gone to the cut. Yeah, we're down to a 1k net worth advantage for Unknown now.
And the courier is dead. I don't know if the courier had something.
Whose courier just went down? That was
Wraith King.
Wraith
Timo's
King,
courier.
Yeah, what did they have on it?
I don't think it had any, because there is an Ogre Axe and a blocking bar still queuing.
Yeah. I don't think he had anything.
So, do you think it has to be with the item choice that they're doing, like in the early game? I think the BKB was supposed to be like very greedy, like you say, in the halberd, building the halberd instead of a BKB.
I mean, I think that a lot of damage can come out from the Medusa, which now it is. But I think before, you want to actually just like get on top of targets, continue to get your attacks off. Because they don't have any hard lockdown outside of the RP, they're not going to be able to keep you stunned up and stop even getting the BKB off. It's just a matter of you not being able to get on top of targets and continue to beat them down. And a lot of their damage is magical for a really long time as well, until the Medusa like has a couple more items. It wasn't until she got this Egg and Scepter that she was really doing any damage, right?
Absolutely. And there's a smoke going back. They want to defend. I think he's gathering up Mirana. Vanish and for Selemane.
The Dark Moon.
The sword arm likes to swing.
Timo trying to recover the farm. He was spot.
They're gonna
They
go
saw
in for
him.
this one.
The horn
Tried
was
to horn toss him.
a skewer, but does he have a horn now? Doesn't have a horn. Spear against the wall, and he's just gonna go down. Bye. One man down
they
in the
won't-
side of the cut. They should not fight. I think they should just keep holding in the high ground.
Yeah.
P1 trying to kite. Roboseta has an eel ready. Spear Arena, the combo. No, he managed to dodge him. He dodged it. And there is a
See how
God
long he
tribute.
can dodge for.
He's running out of the stun. Coming here, 4 people, 5 people coming inside. And the arrow does connect. Like you say, this guy is a sniper. P1 goes down 22-16.
Still, that was a nice attempt there by P1. He realized the fight. They were able to push high ground there on a known unless he moved back and stalled. So he was trying to move around and start cutting the creep wave immediately after realizing they had lost the fight after losing that Magnus. They moved all of their heroes down to capture P1. So regardless of them getting the Ember Spirit there, they didn't push high ground and take that exposed Rax there in the mid lane. So it was actually a pretty good play despite him just dying because they had to move the entire team. No
He did not
objectives for them.
dodge it. There we go. Let's see. Medusa is just trying to get the Prada, but he just stuns him down. RP, only 1 man RP is Scourge McDuck dealing damage. He does have the Agony Scepter, but can they do something about it? I think that Scourge McDuck is in trouble. He was being disarmed. Timo lost his first life. Roboseta is also there in the fight. Can they take Tingle King down? Tingle King is the one that needs to go down. Yeah, they did take him down. Scourge McDuck is still 1 versus 4. Can they do something? P1 joins the fight. They do capture and Timo is... Sacred goes down. Timo managed to recover. This reincarnation came right on time. Up in the air and Chao Ember Spirit. Scourge McDuck still holding there in the fight. Roboseta 4 versus 5. Giant trying to slow him down. There's a vanish there. Can they escape though? Roboseta is taking a lot of damage here. I think Roboseta is maybe going down now. Roboseta mega kill for Scourge McDuck. He's just only people. How can you grab Scourge McDuck? He's taking 4 people down. There has to be a lockdown,
grab him.
something.
The arrow.
Oh
He's
my
about to come out
god.
on a team up, but he's gonna get back up
No.
again. The king returns.
Kneel, my peasant. Prada coming inside. The Scatter Blast coming inside. Scourge McDuck is still alive, but there is no any mana. He may be able to go down. Tingle King is back as well. The skill just to push him away from Scourge McDuck. Trying to give him, he's just gonna go down. 18 seconds to be able to go down. He's trying to play with the Admiral Morrigan, but that does not connect. He did connect 4 people there.
Now they're finally forced to go back. Medusa, this hero is so strong right now with his Mystic Snake. Look at it, just back up to full mana. How much damage you take in his team fight? It feels like they did so much. Wraith King just beating him down, but Medusa not dropping. She just got to survive. She did 12,800 damage in that team fight. Regardless of them beating her down, if she can still throw out Mystic Snake, she's gonna tank back up. And that fight, I mean, Wraith King went down like what, 2-3 times that team fight as well. It lasted so long. There was a couple times in that fight where I think the Medusa would have ended up dropping it. Okay, they lose Wish. I think they might just lose the game after this one. But in that last team fight there's so many times where Medusa, just about finally went down. But with his butterfly, with his Eye of Scotty, there's that one spear from Mars that came out when she was by this tree over here. She stopped just before she hit that tree there. If she was stunned up, she doesn't get that Mystic Snake off. She runs out of mana, and I think she dies to the Wraith King, and the fight goes in a completely different direction. It was so close.
Now it's level 25 in probably 2 or 3 minutes. Gonna be level 25. I think the 75 intelligence may be a good skill right now, just to give her extra mana, give you a lot of mana to just be in the fight, because that's what she needs, right? A little bit more of mana. Roboseta is going down. Ooh, Roboseta, BKB, they force him to beat. Scourge McDuck is also there.
You almost always take split shot modify, especially when you have Scotty, because you're just slowing everybody in the team fights, anyone who approaches you. The extra mana isn't going to make that much of a difference here from the 75 intelligence, because it's not about how high your mana cap is. It's about your mana going back up with every one of these Mystic Snakes that come out. She's got the Aghanim Shard as well. So whenever Wraith King tries to throw out like a single target stun, whenever he tries to throw this Wraith Fire Blast on him, whenever he targets him with this Heaven's Halberd, Medusa's mana is gonna go back up.
I see.
It's
Oh, because it does release a snake. Okay.
Yeah, which heals up your mana by the base amount plus the extra 35% because you got the 15 talent. It is so ridiculous to deal with. This is why Medusa feels like such an insane hero right now.
The stun coming inside.
Radiant's middle tower is
How are they gonna control this unknown?
It's Medusa, Scourge McDuck, he's too swole to control. The man's got arms.
My guinea pigs were an unknown.
I hope they go to a good home.
Oh, stone P1. They did capture him. 3 men to be able to take down P1.
Thing on the enemy side of the map. That's going to force Scourge McDuck back, so that will put an end to their current push, but they've got a pretty long time with this Aegis. Another 3 minutes here. So they're not in too much of a rush. P1, he's dying a lot this game, but he's creating space with the Medusa. Keep in mind that everyone's been getting beat down. P1's been making some of these, like, big macro-managed plays. Like, again, I think the death that he had when he, like, forced the enemies back, stopped them from taking the racks, and, like, died over here, was pretty big for stalling out the enemies. That would have been, like, Unknown's last big chance to push a lane and take a racks, and P1 prevented them from doing it just by being an absolute nuisance.
He took it for the team.
Yeah, he did it for the team. He made up for Tingle King's suboptimal play, missing that horn. Although, big respect to Tingle King for making horn toss work. I love this ability. It's a lot of fun.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I think now that the cat is up by 1 game, we may see a Tekis in the second game. I don't remember if he was banned.
There's the horn toss!
That's Horton, the EO, but also Mars is coming inside to the rescue. There's Giant and Pingu. I think the whole squad is here in the side of the cat.
But Scourge McDuck, he fears no man. Look at this. Satanic, Butterfly, Eye of Scotty, Scepter, Manta Style, Aegis of the Immortal.
There's a moon. There. Oh, he just vanished in front of his eyes. Yeah.
What can you do right now on the Unknown? I don't know what the play here is. This Medusa, it feels like there's no way she actually dies. Yeah, then she got the spider legs as well, so she's 6 slotted. Or 7 slotted.
Uh-oh.
Almost 30,000 net worth here. And now going for a swift blink next. She's gonna blink forward onto your enemy team and decimate you. This is definitely the play. And I think they're realizing they can't fight into this Medusa anymore, so they're just trying to shove out these lane split push, and they're throwing P1 back to try and defend it.
Again, P1, you have to sacrifice yourself for the team. I think
Yeah.
that's what they were doing, right?
Are they
You
really
know, they
sending them?
did capture. Ooh, the eel, they
He
did
won!
capture him. No! Tingle Kid pushed him Timo all the way in the backside. Now there's the 2 cores in the backside with the Medusa in front lane. Can they do it? Robo Zeta is forced to use a BKB, but he's being slowed down by Ivan Sky. P1 is just right in front. Tingle Kid again with the RP! RP by Tingle Kid. P1 just gonna finish them off. Can they finish them off? Sacred going there as well. Sacred is down. Bingo. 1 more hit to Sacred. 2 men down on the side of Unknown.
That
What
was
a-
a beautiful, beautiful Yule's play there by Tingle King.
And the skewer. Ay.
Ah, man, just does not miss. Going in there, I mean, they knew exactly what we were up to immediately. They wanted to get some chip damage in with that Wraith King. They started running him at the tower with the X, and he's got this BKB. Worst case scenario, he pops it to get back, but they didn't see Tingle King come out of the trees then. They don't see Tingle King now!
He does have a cheese, just in case he needs an extra mana. Scourge McDuck using his snake. He was being disarmed. Just putting a small pause there. P1 with a shooting chain jumps in with a Rayman as well, being slow. That is slow coming up from Ping with arena is dropped. Can they do something? Scourge McDuck is no scare inside his arena. Now I own your arena. Timo goes down. The first life of Pino. Timo going down 40 seconds. Skewer all the way in the back. The horn as well. Just push him in front of him. 4 people. It's like they're playing monkey in the middle with Timo. It just goes down. Timo. 80 seconds down. Does he have buyback?
No, he doesn't. He's completely out. He doesn't anywhere close enough gold. He wasn't thinking that he'd go down here so close to his base, but he just can't do anything.
Dusa.
BKB.
Going all the way in the front. Robocet is in trouble. He's just gonna manage to go down. Can they go down? There we go. A monster kill coming. Scotch Mac Patito. That stone gate is so powerful. Look at the. We say we lack of lockdown, but that's snakes are making a lot of lockdown in Sakers. Just running away with 70 HPSC.
All they can do right now is run. They managed to turn this game around. It looked unwinnable for them after a certain point. I mean, oh, look at these XP graphs though.
Oh,
it looks
God.
like a heart monitor. This is my heart, this game.
Mirana is down.
Here, 3 towers under siege.
Oh.
And now the chat line's coming out. They're kind of feeling pretty happy about themselves. Having turned this game around, and unknown, they just can't close these out. You're right. You're talking about this one. I hope at the very least they, bounce back after this game, thinking, where did it all go wrong? Where's their number one mistake? But I think, getting baited out by P1, forced away from the ranks, forgetting about that RP and pulled into those tier 4s. Tingle King and I think P1 kept them in it, but Scourge McDuck, amazing plays by him this game. Turning the game around, as you said. Ice Blast comes out, doesn't connect with anyone. Double damage rune is over by the bottom, or sorry, top side of the river. Yeah, that one's probably going to expire before anyone touches it, though. We only have like 8 seconds, but we're gonna see when Roche is going to respawn. I think this is the last Roche. This one is going to. I think they can't get this. They managed to close out the game here.
If you're betting, make sure you do not bet money that you cannot afford to lose. That is a big tip that I can give you.
I don't ever bet money, only guinea pigs.
There we go. Bet your guinea pigs.
Guinea pigs and channel points.
Scourge McDuck wants to go all the way in front. Yeah, how can you, you finish this game, right? Game 1, let's say the cat finished the game. How can, what does it need to happen between the break, this 5 minutes break that they're going to have? What does it need to happen? In change of mentality, a couple of talk from the coach?
I think I talked to the coach, discussing where everything went wrong. I feel like, they get a little bit too trigger happy and they forget about their objectives or things inside the game right now and unknown. I think maybe a little bit more experience will help with that. But these are very common mistakes that you see. They get the opportunity to go high ground, they don't go back and take Roche first, so they don't choke them up with a bit of an extra net worth lead. They forget about the main is RP, or they think, oh, right, this Ember Spirit's a real nuisance. I need to chase him around the map and stop him from whatever it is he wants to do. And they forget that they can just walk up to the racks and probably kill it before backdoor protection even kicks in. Oh, I think.
Prada is gonna be going down, I think, as well. There's a horn coming inside, the skewer, and the ultimate coming from. Hey, that's no connecto. Can he go away? There's a P1 to be able to shock and a killing spree for P1. You wanted me to have kills, now I give you a killing spree.
Yeah, I had a rough start to this one at 0-5, but now finally managed to bring it back. I do like the fact that he's managed to have a pretty big impact in this game, regardless of not just popping off. Sometimes with the Ember Spear, you'll see them go a bunch of damage items. I like what he's done here, though. He just gone BKB, Aghanim Scepter, so he can stay on top of targets and provide that utility to his team. He's Scourge McDuck's sidekick this game.
There's a BKB now ready. The Mortimer Kiss is coming inside. Roboceta trying to defend as well. They want to take P1. P1 can be able to go down. He does go down, but the RP also coming inside. The turret all the way inside. Can they fight? The ultimate of Scourge McDuck just in the middle, just fighting against each other. Don't look at the Medusa, please. Don't look at the Prada goes down. That was a dieback on Prada. And Bingu just eat the snake just to save Bingu. First life goes down. They're trying to kite the Scourge McDuck, but there's nothing. This man has a lot of range. He just keeps attacking. And Timo, the second life, Timo just goes down. There we go, a killing spree by Giant. In the backside, the Enchantress. I was questioning about this Enchantress. The impetus managed to connect. And the skewer Tingle got sake. Three men down on the side of Unknown, and now there is a Roshan with a Aghanim Scepter. Who are you going to give this?
Mage's Cheese, Aghanim Scepter. You know, you can pass this one to anyone. I'm not
No.
sure who takes it. You get a refund if you pick it up, right? They might pass that one to P1.
They gave it to P1, perhaps he needs it.
No, they pass it to Giant. So that's going to give you the sprunk and the extra attack range. Within attack range plus 200. Yeah. Extra attack range of the sprunk ability, which looks very funny.
Under attack.
Sprunk. Enchantress jumps backwards, dodging incoming projectiles, and throws an impetus on attack to the next 3 furthest enemy units within Enchantress attack range plus 200. It's a very bizarre Aghanim Scepter.
Are they going to call it GG as soon as the Mega Scam? Do you think they're gonna defend it, or they're just gonna call it?
You know, they have Kunkka. This is a hero that can defend from Mega Creeps. I'm not sure if they just want to move on to game number 2 as quickly as possible here, though. You know, I think at times like these, teams could really use a hard reset instead of playing it out.
Robo Zeta jumping inside, he's trying to capture P1, but P1 is still there. But Tingle King is the one that's doing a lot on the team fight. He should be rated than P1. RP come inside, and Tingle King does not manage to secure anybody. But the Torrent come inside, they're trying to take people down. P1 now is in trouble. I think P1 is gonna go down. Got tribute to take him down. Still the Kunkka, Medusa dealing a lot of damage just in the middle. Like a tower, like a living tower, dealing damage with extra. Eye of Skyrim right there versus Pradita managed to escape. Sacred is also there, Robo Zeta now. They have to stun her, they have to keep her away. Up top, we see Timo chasing the Enchantress. Just chasing and chasing, no capture anyone. Giant, he does so. Giant now, he needs to blast him off. Can they blast off Giant? Nothing, he's been slow so much. On the other side, we see Medusa still dealing a lot of damage, but Sacred and Prada are also here in the bottom. Tingle King needs to go down, but he does skewer Timo. Timo goes down. And there's a mega kill going on. Arena. No, Tingle King. I think they're focusing the wrong man. They have to take down Tingle King first. Giant Stone has a lot of slow it down. Scorch
Shino
Magda
spent
coming
the
inside.
last minute and a half trying to go on Giant.
Nice arrow. Now he's stunned for 2 seconds. No, look at the attack damage by attack speed by Timo. Can't do anything to the enchanters. Up in the air. Here's Tingle King still goes down. I think you were safe up top. He goes back into the fight. The shockwave, the shadow now. They haven't died. This Timo cannot do any damage to the enchantress.
No, he spent so long trying to chase him there that, you know, whenever he throws the Wraith Fire Blast, you can just click Sprung to dodge. Ooh! There it is. Finally managed to take down Tingle King. Almost 1,000 gold for RoboZ, but your base is in shambles. Medusa's
3
tearing
down.
into your team.
It's now 4 versus 5, I think.
1 versus 5. Here the base.
Enchantress joins the fight.
finally here.
Back to the base. The first life goes down. Mortimer Keys is trying to defend. Scorch Magda puts the ultimate there. Managed to stop Sacred. Sacred lock him down. Do they have a lot of damage? He wants to grab one of the supports. Timo jumps all the way in the front, but he's just gonna... Is he gonna die?
I don't think so.
Oh, this battle is going on. Scorch Magda, a living tower dealing a lot of damage, but nobody have died yet. What a coordination. P1 now comes inside and kills 3 people down. It's a double kill and cleaning up the house as well. P1 with a double kill. Up in there. They call it GG. Unknown call it GG, and the cut takes game 1.
I just can't take any more here on Unknown. The cut, they managed to turn that one around, and Scourge McDuck, like you said, buddy, the king of turning games around. So, bit of a shaky start for them, I'm gonna be honest. A couple of mistakes that I'm not really used to seeing come out of P1. I mean, that guy is normally a god gamer, so I'm curious as to what's up. He did end up popping off towards the end of the game, though. You know, he got his head back in it, realized, all right, my job is to be like a utility. I set things up for my Medusa. I stop them from split pushing. I deal damage when they keep her locked down, and he did a good job of that game.
I also have a question. I mean, what a curiosity, right? How many games has P1 played against a South American team? Because the first time that they played versus Hokori, I know Hokori just stumped him in the middle, and it was sort of looking like this in this case. But glad that he didn't give up and just stick to the team, and the team was able
Yeah.
to help. You know,
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think he's played that many against South American teams yet. I I'd have to look a little bit more about him. I think he played a bunch of games when he was on Wangdoren, uh, with the rest of WDR back before it became Picado Squad Gaming, but relatively hasn't played like a ton of these qualifiers or games yet. I'm very excited to see him on like a more up and coming, more consistently playing North American team.
all right, Neff,
Yeah,
we'll be back.
yeah,
5
it is
minutes.
exciting game number one. But thank you for watching, everyone. I'm gonna take a look at some of my mic issues between these next games. Stay tuned.
All right, thank you.
Something I can't remember. We'll say, you had to be there. We'll say, how grateful we are. We'll say, too many more nights like this. We'll say, there's nothing like friends. Keep you sane, keep you grounded. There's nothing like friends. Make the world a little better than you found it. Wherever you go, oh, you won't be alone in the end. 'Cause there's nothing like friends. There's nothing like friends. My favorite people stayed through the good and the bad. My favorite people know how to help when I'm sad. Those closest people keep all the pieces in place with the smile on their face. We'll say, you had to be there. We'll say, how grateful we are. We'll say, too many more nights like this. We'll say, there's nothing like friends. Keep you sane, keep you grounded. There's nothing like friends. Make the world a little better than you found it. Wherever you go, oh, you won't be alone in the end. 'Cause there's nothing like friends. There's nothing like friends.
Welcome back, Nef.
Thank you for having me. It's exciting game one, full of up and downs. But no, you got their number, Chompek. They just couldn't quite close that game up, but they had a little bit of time between game 1 and 2. They could discuss, some of the possible issues, and it looks like issue number 1 was Enchantress. They just can't deal with Giant. He's too powerful.
Yeah, that. They did ban it.
Yep.
And they're banning pack. And wait, the cat banned Dusa. Okay, well, they did have first pick. They probably were like, okay, now it's for us time to pick the Dusa, but they go for the Centaur pick. And an Abaddon. Right away, quick pick from the cat. Abaddon and Leshrac. Abaddon is probably going to go as a position 5, I think, in this case.
Yeah, it's probably in position 5. Abaddon, it pairs up very well with the Leshrac. You can play very far forward. Centaur struggles to turn the fights around you. The Aphotic Shield to, get any of these stuns off you immediately. Healed back up with the Miscoil. I do like these two heroes together quite a bit. Leshrac, I think Leshrac is still undervalued as well. They played sometimes in the upper division.
Mm-hmm.
Arkoth played the lower division quite a bit. It plays very quickly. It allows you to take towers. You do huge damage in team fights. I absolutely love this hero. But Unknown, they waste absolutely no time grabbing the Centaur the moment they realize that one's not banned. So you get rid of the Puck and the Medusa. You leave another broken hero inside the pool, and Unknown trying to take advantage of that. So looks like they're very quick with their picks on both sides. I mean, we were down to I think 15 seconds of reserve time at this point in the game on the cut last time around.
Yes.
Both these teams have not even touched the reserve time yet. So they've got things planned. They have their notebooks beside them here.
I think, I mean, this is going to set you out to lower bracket, and you're either going to face Hokori or Binomistas. So those are hard teams as well. So I'm sure none of them wants to take either a Hokori, who managed to stay in the upper division, and a Binomista, who is now going to be going for upper division in season 3 of the DPC. So we do have, it's a scary lower bracket as well. Both brackets are very scary. The Cat, who are hungry for these TI qualifiers that they need to prepare for, and as well as Unknown team.
Yeah. For winning each of these regional qualifiers, by the way.
Yeah, the regional qualifiers.
Who do you think is going to win each region?
I can't say. I have Octaexon League teams in both sides. in each of the regions. I can take. I cannot take one. Ooh, this Hoodwink.
Nice hero. We don't see that much of it though. It can do a lot of damage.
I think this is the 5th or the 6th Hoodwink at Octaexon League this season. The first time in the playoff right now.
Mm-hmm.
They play it as position 1, as a mid laner as well. Rusi plays it as a mid laner, and then we have position 4 Hoodwink as well. So we've seen it at every position so far.
I miss Rusi. Typical NA, I'm a big fan. Love Rusi. It's always fun to watch him play. Hopefully I'll get the opportunity to again pretty soon. I'm happy to be casting these SA teams with you again after so long though. The cut I've been watching, but I've been relegated to the lower division, so I haven't had a chance to cover any of their games. Mostly losses though, so not a big deal. It's not to see your boys lose.
Well, if everything goes well after TI, we may resume Octaexon League Season 5, now just with a higher prize pool, hopefully. Just crossing our fingers that we are getting everything set up to increase the prize pool every time. We're gonna go to the moon with the prize pools.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the support, by the way, everyone. It really means a lot that you're tuning in, watching the NASA scene. Tournaments like these, we don't have enough of them, and thank you for hosting them, Chompex. Means a lot.
You. No, thanks for the viewers as well, because as soon as I reach my sponsor, they're like, okay, tell me about your numbers. I don't care about some of them, but some of them are like, I like what you're doing, here it is. So hopefully, let's go for it. Cross our fingers and support. But I do have a message or something that I'm going to work with or without a sponsor, and it's going to come out, the advertising, very soon at the closing season of Octaexon League.
Go!
To support the Tier 3 community, Tier 3 teams in both of the regions.
Yeah. I'm excited. Europe's got it too good. They've got 1 million tournaments, tons of people host, tons of prize pools. It's time for talent to come back to North America. We need tournaments, okay?
Sponsors, come in contact Jumpex. Give them your money.
Yeah, thanks, Steph, and thanks to the audience. Let's talk about the draft because people are excited.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
like,
I'm gonna-
okay, who do I put my guinea pigs on? Chompics, stop talking about this.
Yeah. Want to know about Dota? Stop talking about sponsorships. Want to hear about video games? I'm here to tell you guys about video games. The Hoodwink. I don't know as much about this hero, but I feel like it does pair very well with the Leshrac. You have tons of burst damage between these two heroes. They're both very good at running people down as well. So you don't have some of these same problems that you had in game number 1 with the lack of early game stuns. You've got Split Earth. You've got like the decent slow with Lightning Storm. You can trap people with the Bushwhack. Luna as well, Lucid Beam, very low cooldown ability with a stun. You were talking about Luna potentially being picked up in this last game, except you were saying Mino. Or, sorry, Timo.
Yeah, I think they stole his pick because I think he was aiming for Luna.
Yeah, it honestly kind of looks like it. It wouldn't be bad here. I do like Luna with Ancient Apparition. Just the huge attack range on Ancient Apparition. He's got like, what, 675?
Yes.
It's very long, but because of that huge attack range, if you work with Lunar Blessing, you can get so many clicks off of the enemy team. Level 2 Lunar Blessing, you pick that up once your hero hits level 3, you have an extra 15 damage on all your auto attacks. You just harass them out of the lane. So I think that they did steal that one from them here. The lanes are going to be super strong for the cut. I think the Tiny's going to be a little bit awkward where you're putting him unless you put this over into the mid lane.
It will be probably a Leshrac mid and an off lane. There is still room for flexibility there. I think in the size of their supports, they already revealed their supports. Abaddon and Hookwing going as a support. Leshrac could alternate either between the mid lane or the off lane. The Luna for a Scourge McDuck. And let's see what Unknown has to reveal. Terrorblade. I haven't seen that much Terrorblade
Yeah.
out of
I
Octaexon
didn't
League.
I mentioned it in the last game. I think it's good against the Ancient Apparition, not with it. But it's good against Luna, right? Because you use your reflection. You're taking control of an illusion of Luna in these team fights. And that means you're bouncing glaives off to all of Luna's teammates. Good, because you get the passive abilities as well.
That is true.
Yeah. So you can pump out a lot of damage just by using reflection in these team fights. It's going to hit absolutely everybody. Same goes for the Bad. I'm pretty sure you get his passive as well, the Curse of Avernus. So he gets on top of him and silences him in these team fights. And there's very little that he can do about it. So because of the strength of reflection in this game, I think that's why they took the TB.
I'm wondering if the Tiny is gonna have enough burst damage to knock down the Leshrac, because that should be the priority, right? In the team fight?
Yep. Yeah, so it's probably going to be a tiny mid because of that. If you can blow up the Leshrac before, like, it's all about staying alive for as long as possible on this hero, right? That's kind of why they instantly picked the Abaddon and the Leshrac together. But Tiny doesn't really care about the Dispel from Abaddon, right? His goal is just to blow up the Leshrac within that 1 second before Abaddon has a chance to get close to him. So that looks like their goal here on Unknown. So I think they're a little bit better for setting up, like, with their win condition here. They can blow up the heroes, they can take towers with the Terrorblade, they can win team fights with that reflection. They just need something to round this one out a little bit better. It's great for getting on top of heroes with the Centaur as well. Your draft is already pretty solid. I don't know how you...
I think
Maybe Grimstroke?
The cat mage.
10 seconds.
Again, I like the Gnomes draft better this time, but
Yeah.
that's a surprise factor that a Hoodwink can bring you along.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe,
Grimstroke.
again they're gonna go for let them feel comfy, let them give a few kills in the early game, and then boom, just stop.
Let him feel
that.
comfy, huh? Yeah.
Could that be the strategy of game one? I'm not sure, because I have watched all of the games, and they have the lead, but they cannot close the game. And I don't know if the cat was planning for that on game one. Were they
has arrived.
Interesting. They don't take Dark
Nesca.
Willow. They don't take Grimstroke. They take Dark Willow instead. Interesting. It gives you a little bit more lockdown. It allows you to blow heroes up as well. You can force them back and reset the fights with your ultimate. I don't mind it. I think I would have preferred to see a Grimstroke here over the Dark Willow, because I think Dark Willow plays a little bit better as like a position 4 than a position 5. Or
But
sorry,
that Willow can
yeah,
also
it is going to be position 4 here. My bad.
can clear up the Leshrac, right? And an axe. Ay.
Yeah. Axe to clear this one out. It's either gonna go very good or very poorly for the Axe. I feel like there's no middle ground. If he ends up having a good lane, then they'll succeed here, but
I don't like Axe versus Willow, honestly. I've seen many Axe fail against Willow. So
it's going to be... I think that you do have the heroes to take down the Axe in the laning phase here. Ancient Apparition and Dark Willow both pump out a lot of magical damage to him at the start of the lane. Pair it up with Metamorphosis, you just end up getting torn apart. Axe needs heroes that can't do as much in lane for him to succeed. But he does feel a lot stronger right now. He scales in the late game better with his Aghanim Shard and like the Manta style build that people get on him now. If the cat can survive after this initial laning phase, if they can put on a lot of pressure here with P1 on the left track, I think they'll do quite well. But P1, I've seen him on a lot of Spirit heroes, making plays and setting things up for his team. I haven't seen him as much on things like Leshrac, so I'm interested in seeing how he performs.
big question for everybody: who do you put your guinea pigs on?
My guinea pigs. Oh, I mean, I ended up getting my guinea pigs back last game. I looked a little bit dicey for a moment. With me favoring the cut. Game number 2, I think Unknown, their draft is too strong. I think that they're gonna do better this game and fix some of the mistakes they made the last one.
I think I'm going for Unknown.
Ooh, last time we split decision. This time pretty heavy for Unknown, huh?
Yeah, I mean, for content.
For the content. Absolutely.
All right, everybody, good luck for those who are betting their guinea pigs, their channel points, and something else. So,
I bet my anime body pillow. If I win, I get 2 body pillows.
don't bet too much, Neff. You still have a bet that you need to fulfill.
Oh, right.
If you wanna get a reminder, just look at P1.
Yeah. P1. Wait. Oh yeah, I wanted to see. Wait, hold on. I don't understand. Oh, you got me.
30 seconds and
I
counting.
still have to eat that. Thanks for that, buddy. I'm gonna have to message the manager of EG and ask him to steal Bulba's hat for me.
All right, we're all waiting for that stream. All right, let's see. There's the horns have blown and it's Dota time in 8 seconds. Half and a half?
Radiant.
Yeah. EG's manager is also from Vancouver, by the way. So if he ends up stealing the hat, he can bring it back for me.
Half and a half now, Neff.
Half and half. Oh, he's got the
P1.
same courier as me, P1. He's got the I call this Willy the Weeaboo dog.
That's a really nice courier.
Yeah, he's got the lotus petals as well.
There's Scorch McTaggart and Luna in the bottom lane. Partnered with Pingu. And up top, what do we have up top? We have Giant and Tingle King. Giant is an offlaner of Electronic Boys. Hold on, doesn't Electronic Boys play today?
In what?
They're tiebreakers?
Nope.
Is it on Monday?
I'll tell you about that one later.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be an announcement on that one.
All
though.
right.
But no, they're not playing.
All right.
I'm not sure if there's been an announcement. I was asleep up until we started today. I was working last night actually. I was doing DPC, then I went to work. Come home, sleep, cast more Dota. Dota's my life.
There you go. Now, Giant with the drag, he managed to drag the creeper where he wanted. Mineshka in the bottom lane, he's taking a couple of damage, only 100 HP. He's probably going to be forced to use some of his tango. Sacred is in the bottom lane, Scotch McTaggart and Pingu.
And we're just actually going to force to be playing pretty far back now, just due to the fact that he's got 1 tango left and he spent all of his starting gold on building a magic stick because he's playing against heroes that are spamming spells. Speaking of spamming spells, both these two people, they're relentless here. Pingu's used all his mana to heal up Scourge McDuck though. He's got a stick himself. top lane. Ancient Apparition, playing very aggressive himself behind the tier 1 tower, soaking up a little bit of XP. Struggling to find that much right now on the Terrorblade. Usually you want multiple points of Metamorphosis as early as possible. He hasn't got anything in Reflection yet, but he's not leaning against the Medusa. Not that useful against Axe.
Rosetta grabs one of the water runes in his bottle is already queued. P1, however, does not have the bottle yet. Is still coming in with the courier. Is he gonna wait? That's a big question. Can Rosetta intercept the courier? Nope.
Yep. He throws out the Lightning Storm on for good measure, slow him down a little bit before he can reach the tower.
Talking
and he
about
pulls
couriers.
his-
Thank you for your courier. No, here comes the stun. The courier managed to dodge him with the juke. That courier. Bingo did not kill it.
Impressive. Manages to get away.
Up top, there's another courier. Can Tingle King spot that one? Oh, he decided to farm this neutral camp.
Yeah, so he's now reached the stage where he's strong enough to just move from dragging the creep down to the small camp, get all these spins off. Usually, once you have 2 points in the spin, you almost double your damage with it. Top lane.
Giant is forced to use one of his fairy fire.
Tingle King forced to move a little bit further back as well. Get these damn cold feet off of him.
He got the entire wave.
Yeah. Teemo is not that upset about this. I mean, Terrorblade's a hero with a lot of armor, decent HP regeneration as well, so he can tank up the creep wave without a care in the world. He's sitting on 11 armor at the moment. And yeah, 2 points of Metamorphosis. This is when he can start to play aggressive. Tingle King, he's just going to be forced to TP out.
Yeah, there's no lockdown for him. He did put some point in the cold feet, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, it takes too long to trigger. That's like 4 seconds. Takes a little while. Turn over to mid lane though. RoboZ gets gone on here by P1. Puts some pressure on. Only 2 points into this Diabolic Edict at Tiny with the boost. Manages to throw that avalanche off and get outside the range of the Diabolic Edict.
Giant does capture him now. There's also a Battle Hunger, but the first blow went in the bottom. Again, this cameraman, I think I'm gonna send him a pink slip today.
What can you do? But end up just getting locked down here. Bramble Maze followed by the Hoof Stomp, double edge. Too much damage coming out from the Centaur. But you're not really used to this kind of damage coming out of the Centaur. You think, all right, normally he's putting multiple points into the Retaliate to kind of punish you for any sort of aggression, but he's put all these points in a double edge, so he's going for all the damage he possibly can. I think that took Scourge McDuck by surprise.
Yeah, and he forced him to use it
Speaking
to buy
of that,
some
top lane,
drops.
cameraman!
Capture him. Uy.
Didn't quite finish him off. Almost.
Almost.
I was trying to save the cameraman's career. You were gonna fire him if he missed another one there.
Yeah, the pink slip is ready.
Yeah? You already have it written. Poor observer, PPP.
Oh, the avalanche coming inside. Roboseta with the... And the tree comes there. No.
One
One
more.
more hit. No.
But it gets a damage block off on all of them.
He also had the Ring of Hell, so... Just give me a little bit of point in that second. The Sacred dealing a lot of damage. Scourge McDuck, who still have some infused drops there. The stun coming inside. Oh, Mineshka just turned into a realm. And the stun does take him. Sacred dealing a lot of damage as well.
They thought they could turn that one around, Scourge McDuck, but he had a magic stick with 10 charges and a raindrop. The moment he tried to double it, it turned around, but they finished him off!
This Luna is dead.
Is under attack.
0-2.
0-2. That second range drop charge didn't proc there. If he could have been able to hold his ground, they could turn that around on him. His lane about to get very difficult very quickly.
Again,
Only need a little bit more gold here to finish off this Vanguard.
it looks like game one so far.
It does. And we all saw what happened in game one, though. They ended up turning that one around.
I think Scourge McDuck is a lot of He's very patient, just waiting, does not give up because you could be easily, upset. But that's what I think you are able to control that.
Denied.
And don't lose faith. The game is not over until the Tron goes down.
They're playing this very disciplined this game. Ancient Apparition TPs in the mid lane, refills RoboZ's bottle, and now,
There's a rotation.
yeah.
No, do not destroy that. You already gave out your location.
Yeah, that's not smart. You realize they're rotating down here, but they don't think anything of it, unfortunately. It looks like Pingu are going to pay for this with his life. They want Scourge McDuck, though.
Scotch McPatito goes down. 0-3 so far.
Yeah, do they go for more, though? They know that Pingu's underneath this tower here. He does have TP available. He might just be wise to get out.
Weak, Pingu, and Sacred, therefore. But Tiny is going back to mid lane. Sacred goes all the way inside. Sacred.
Yeah, but Pingu, he's already in the other side of the trees here. He knows better.
That
And he
Vanguard
comes
is
back
gonna...
out to Tom. He cancels the salve with that one. Sorry, what were you saying?
Vanguard already giving him a lot of resistance in the lane as well. He just
Yeah.
can tank up the lane now. Oh, Stampede going inside the one. Scorch McDowell one more time. Wick is ready. Wick has the Mumble Breath ready, but he does not use it. He does use the Shadow Realm. Now, he does not have the mana to just launch the Bramble Brace. And P1 is going to just
Yeah, Jax, I get it. That was
going to have to make him pay for that. Yeah.
Turns it around. Sacred, you know, he thought feeling invincible with his Vanguard, but it was some really nice positioning by Scourge McDuck. He managed to hit like just that sweet spot on the tree after he broke one down as well. I think he was in fog for a moment. They couldn't grab him there on the centaur unless he was a little bit closer and had that like. Each hero has a certain amount of ground flying vision centered around their hero. So if you're like on top of someone inside the trees, you're able to see them when it would normally be blocked. And that's how he ended up getting vision on him in the end. But it bought him enough time on Scourge McDuck for them to turn that one around and get P1 down there and find a kill. Dota's a weird game with weird mechanics.
I'm not opposed to taking the occasional
Sacred and Prada and the Tiny. But the Tiny, that rotation of Tiny, you pretty much traded 1 kill on Luna versus your mid tower. Your mid tower's gone now. And the top tower as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of Leshrac. You know, if you want to play a hero who moves around the map and tries to take kills and you're playing against a Leshrac, you lose your mid tower for it. You have to put somebody there. So without somebody like Keeper of the Light, you just lose map control. It always feels awful. That's why a lot of the time when people playing against Leshrac, they'll pick up something like a Dragonite who doesn't really leave the mid lane. They just kind of sit there, spam it in with their Breathe Fire, or when people pick Spirit heroes, they'll pick either Grimstroke or Keeper of Light who just throw spells down to keep the wave pushed in to stop Leshrac or Death Prophet from being able to find these tower kills in response to the rotations. But oversight here by Unknown for sure.
Sacred pushing the lane, controlling, taking care of these neutral camps, and up top we see a rotation. Ooh, he misses the call. Now it's the Realm. Can they lock down Giant? Giant is there by himself, but I don't think Tiny is gonna come on time. Does he have Dagger already? No, he does have haste though. Four men of the cat up top. Turning 3 men. Wick, you're playing with fire there, Wick. They're rotating in the mid lane. Sacred is there. A space for Timo. I mean, they're generating a space for Timo. Timo trying to farm as much as he can. Luna is gonna come in the bottom lane now.
I think this is probably good for Unknown if things slow down a little bit. It's not good that they lost the mid tier 1 tower, because that gives you so much action to the rest of the map. Alright, this is not good. But Stampede away.
Stampede away or to come inside as well, because Robosetta is coming there.
Multi-purpose. Well, now, I think things have slowed down a little bit. There's more blood in game number 1 for sure. But RoboZ looking to change things with this haste.
The Avalanche does not connect. 1-3 so far, 11 minutes.
I want to see more action here at Chumpix.
They're being very careful. I mean, they're one game away from the grand finals. The Cat and Unknown is either gonna face Unknown or Binomiistas if they lose this game.
Coins. Everyone wants the Dogecoin. It's all online here.
Those Dogecoin, just save it for 10 years.
Yeah. Put them in a bank. They'll increase in value.
What have we here?
Speaking of value, got himself a Yule Scepter here on the left track, and now going to clear out this stack. Creep Camp, this ancient stack. Tingle King might finish this one off though. This is a group jungling. You're doing a quest together. It's like a MMORPG over here. They have tank and wizard DPS.
You're very kind to think about that. How about if they were fighting for it?
Oh right. It's not cooperative. It's they're griefing each other. Yeah, one of them just DCs after that. GG comes out. I'm done in all chat.
All right, well, Rosetta, I think he wants to farm his Bleeding Dagger before he initiates. No, there comes a smoke. They want to get somebody. Do they have vision? Do they have any vision? They're going to just blindly go up there. There's probably somebody there. And yeah, in fact, P1 is there. They have the slot and the Stampede as well. The Mumble Brace and the Connect, the ultimate coming. Prada just knock him down. Tingle King, can he join the fight? I think he... Yeah, that's it. You grab your objective. Now you gotta go back. And meanwhile, Timo is farming.
Yeah, Neo's farming, and the rest of the team is looking to make a push here onto the mid tower. Sacred, he really wants this, but I think Duck still a little bit too much damage comes out of him. So regardless of him, being able to play pretty far forward with his Vanguard Hood Defiance, they struggle to get on top of his Luna and blow him up under the tier 1. But space for Timo is good, regardless of them not being able to push this mid-tier 1 themselves. This man just using Metamorphosis to farm even faster. That's the state of this game right now. Once he's got the Sanji and Yasha done, I think he'll start playing a little bit more with his team. But they've got some heavy lockdown abilities, right? They can get on top of people with this this Axe, who almost has the Blink Dagger done. The Berserker's Call, 3.2 seconds, hard lockdown. They followed up with the Split Earth, and a lot of magic damage comes from the left track, which you hate dealing with on the Terror Blade. It just does not take magic damage well. So usually you want like an Eye of Scotty and like tier 3 neutral items before you fight into him.
The dagger is ready. Just Sacred is missing his dagger. 1,000 goal away.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Axe has his now, by the way. Blink Daggers. Finally finished that one. Being flown out to him right now. So it's probably, yeah, look at this. He's already moving towards the mid lane here. He's looking to make a play with this as soon as he's got it revealed.
Seems like they both teams don't want to fight until they got their items. It just looks like that. But I'm wondering now who's gonna itemize better. The Eel, the combo coming inside, Robosetta coming as well to help. Sacred does connect his ultimate. No, he did not launch it. He was stunned and right in the middle of his... Did he manage to launch that?
Nope. So if you don't launch it fast enough, the Tracer goes off the map and it doesn't even end up coming out. So it's
that stunned him right in the middle as well.
Yeah. So his Tracer flew off the map because he was so close to the bottom part of it, and if your Tracer flies off the map, your Ice Blast doesn't actually ever launch, so it won't even go through people and apply the Frostbite.
Yeah, if you Trace it right away, he was not gonna
then you
to
would have at
anyone.
least got, yeah.
It's more for fun than sport.
It definitely sucks when that happens, and this is about to suck even more. He runs into... Oh. I think P1 was a little bit nervous there. I thought better of it.
Going up in the hill and he's gonna find Timo. He put a ward so he knows it, but then right on his face.
Yeah.
And there was also a sentry there. Sacred and Prada ready. The Ice Blade is also off cooldown. It's scary to let a Luna farm.
Yeah. Once he's got this Manta style, he'll be a little bit better off fighting. I think like the Ancient Apparition is a very good answer to Luna. If you get the Ice Blast off into her, she's gonna get blown up in a lot of these team fights. But they're doing a good job of jumping this Ancient Apparition on the backline, right? We saw in the last fight, even managed to get that Ice Blast launch off.
Mineshka jumping inside and just annihilate the Axe. She does pay with her life though. Robo Zeta P1 is still there. Can he get out? He does have a dagger. No, the dagger is he's taking damage. He cannot get away. Bye bye, my friend.
Yeah, if he could stall for a little bit, he might have been able to blow up P1 because he only had 800 HP left. He doesn't have any men. Never mind, he's got range drops. He might have been able to blow up P1, but you know,
There was a
unfortunately,
second though. There was a second the dagger was off cooldown.
he still like it wasn't until he was stunned though that he had avalanche available. He had toss, but not avalanche backup. So it would have been really difficult to turn that one around and blow up the Leshrac. I think it might have been possible after like another second. But when you're in the trees and you're playing against a hoodwink, you know, it's hoodwink hunting season.
Yes.
Tier 2 neutral items finally coming out. They find the Philosopher's Stone here on Daya. That always feels very nice. Probably pass that the way of Dark Willow, Ancient Apparition.
Oh, they
Speaking
did
of
capture the AA. The call comes inside. And adios. A space for Timo. I think it's just gonna be about who's gonna carry who. Because Timo is free farming, Luna is sort of free farming as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
1-on-1. Luna or Terrorblade?
Luna farms faster. Terrorblade will win in a fight, especially in the late game, though, because we talked about that. All your farm that you find on Luna, that's just gonna go towards reflection damage that the Terrorblade's doing. He also like fights better than you. He's got a higher agility growth rate. He got one of the highest in the game, 4.8 per level. He has the massive benefits of Metamorphosis. Like Lunar Blessing does not scale anywhere close to as well.
Listen, they're gonna manage to blow out the support. Also, the Ice Blast is coming inside. That's managed. Oh, that's connect on Giant. Giant just need to take a couple of damage, but Luna is still there, hanging there for Selemane. Can they attack? No, Terrorblade Timo just attacking, dealing a lot of damage. They managed to retreat. I think they're gonna retreat or are they gonna fight?
All the damage that just came out from that reflecting onto the Luna. Everyone dropping pretty low. Tower taking a lot of damage. There's McDuck continuing to play far forward here, though. It looks like Wish wanted them to stand their ground and fight, but Terrorblade, he doesn't feel that strong. The only real item he has completed is the Sanjanyaka, and he's playing against Luna, who's got Dragonlance Mantis style. So he wants, you know, probably an Eye of Scotty before he's that comfortable fighting into the Luna.
He's queuing a BKB now.
Yeah, and now he switched over to the Eye of Scotty. You know, he's listening to me.
Okay,
I'm helping Timo out here.
Yeah, there's no 6-player Octaexon League, by the way.
Oh,
The
shit.
break comes inside. Tiny's in trouble. Ciao, ciao. Nice,
I guess
nice
I guess
7.
it's a forfeit. Yeah, nice kill there. The Tingle King. No 6-player allowed in on OL League.
Nope.
Oh shit. That's my career. You gotta let me eat. I gotta feed my guinea pigs. Come out of DPC League caster to my career as an SA coach.
They don't have that many coaches in South America.
Yeah, I gotta learn to speak Spanish first though, or and Brazilian Portuguese. Thanks.
I think the pro players now know like they have to have some type of English knowledge as well. I mean, if they were to get recruited for an European team, they have to know in English. I will assume.
Yeah. You know, a lot of them are starting to learn.
For
Or
me,
they
it's just
have,
like when are the South American players are going to start migrating to the European region, like in soccer or football?
Yeah, exactly. Get them on contracts and whatnot. All the talents in SA.
Yeah. I don't see it that far though. Actually, that may happen. I mean, we do have a Brazilian at level up.
6. Maybe Bo3 Siege. Have you been paying attention to that one at all?
Yeah. The top one is going to go down, but there is also some fight going on in the bottom. They're going to defend. Tingle King is coming inside. Wick just managed to spot that with the Bramble Brace. They lock him down as well. Timo wants to join the fight. Can they join the fight? Ooh, that axe went down, but it also take him down 1-on-1.
Yeah.
But the
I'll take
tower is
that
down.
trade.
Yeah. Yeah,
He
again,
won.
I was questioning an axe versus a willow.
Yeah, I mean, he wants to play super far forward on top of me. Try to get out of Defiance instead of going a Vanguard this game to negate some of the damage, but it just wasn't enough. Yes, he managed to turn that one around and get the kill back off onto the Dark Willow, but you're losing your position 3 for the Dark Willow. So that speaks volumes about the absolute state of things that are going on here. I have Scotty getting close to being completed here on Teemo. That's the big one that I was talking about. Not only does it give you enough HP to tank up and survive Leshrac in his burst damage, it also you have that 50% slow, and you're playing against a lot of ranged heroes here. Luna, Leshrac, Hoodwink, all heroes that if you get that first initial attack off, they want to cut you off in these team fights. Not going to be possible once the Scotty's completed on Terrorblade. There's the BKB
Getting
on
close.
Luna, though.
He's getting close. He does have one of the orbs now. Can they
These are the Infinity Stones. Once he's got all of them, you lose.
He had a sense of that, right? Did he have wards? Yeah, he had a ward, so that's why he was able to. He sensed something. He sixth sense. So it's like, something is coming up. Are they gonna go for Roche? Roche is still down. Well, 5 seconds down on that Roche still.
Teemo's like a Dragon Ball character. He can sense their power levels coming towards him.
I think that's something that a lot of carries say that, right? You have to sort of sense it. You have to feel like they're coming. Ooh, now they're coming. They came for Tingle King. Tingle King calls a call, captures Centaur 101, and Giant is also going to connect his ultimate, but no, he does stop by Robozeta. He did launch it, but the Stampede coming inside as well. They want to grab Giant, but you're not going to grab the Skier inside the trees. You cannot do that.
It looks like RoboZ might just pay for this one with the life. Tries to stall for a little while. He has Blink available. He gets out. He gets the kill on Giant as well. Oh, RoboZ, God. This guy's good.
It was the Echo Saber, actually, that killed him.
Oh. Finished off there. Because I thought he was just trying to stall it out, but he managed to turn that one around and get the kill off on him as well. RoboZ, things are looking a lot better for Team Unknown this game around, and our guinea pigs look like they're in pretty good positions at the moment.
There was some avalanche damage and the toss, and also a little bit of this.
They fixed death summaries.
Yes,
That took a while.
Yeah, it was bugged for a while.
Yeah.
I thought it was my mouse before.
No, it was just broken. It was broken in lobbies for casters. It wasn't broken for actual in-game. But they finally fixed that one. I was getting used to not having it. Thank God that I have it again. It makes my life easy.
All this time I thought it was my mouse, so I'm like, sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't work.
Yeah. No, it was definitely just for casting. That was the issue before, but it looks like it's just fixed now. Thank you, Valve.
They need to fix the cat emblem. They haven't fixed it yet. Look at Scotch McDuck. He does have his fan pack, but it's missing the badge. So as well as Pingu. Hopefully they fix it soon. Teemo is a fan of Fnatic.
They have some good ones. I didn't see Fnatic's fan pack yet.
I haven't double checked that one.
Yeah. Speaking of, Teemo's also a fan of Dragon Ball. He's got, what is that, Gohan as his avatar or something?
Dire's middle tower is
Maybe Goten? It's a super... I think that's Goten from GT or something? Or
Teemo.
Gohan from GT.
Oh, let me double check here. Oh, the break coming inside by Giant, but no, the stun by Sacred. They managed to stun him down, and I think the cold feet is gonna take effect. But Tingle King jump inside with a call. He calls 2 men in Sacred the Stampede, but Tingle King managed to survive. Pingu is there, but Teemo also gonna run away. There is a Scotch McDuck saying, "Let's go for Selemane." Terrorized to just push them away.
Reflection
And that
almost
was a
up. He
buyback.
drops this onto Luna. A lot of damage to come off of this one. Instantly dispels with the Manta style. Well played there by SMD.
4 men down.
Finish out there by the Ice Blast. Not over yet though.
Like you say, you collect these Infinity Stones, and
There's the snap. Timo, tearing through your base now. So little you can do. You lost the fight on your side of the map. I think this might just be it, Trumpix.
You think so? Let's look at the buybacks. Buyback status, please. There is some buybacks that they don't want to. I think they're just gonna give up these racks. They're like, okay, guys, let's reset.
Actually, a little tip for you. If you look at the heroes on the top, there's gold around them if they have buyback available. So the Luna's got gold around hers now? Her death timer.
Oh,
There's
okay.
a gold border on the death timer at the top of the screen if they've got buyback available.
Oh, I didn't know that. All right, thanks.
Yeah.
I learning something new.
Yeah.
And that's what for the audience as well. They're like, okay. Or
Yeah,
if you
everyone
want to know,
always wants to see buyback status. It already shows you.
now, also if you want to know the items, like Chompix, can you please look what items does Timo have or Luna? You can also click on your. If you're in a PC, thanks to Stats Helix, you can see everything. The cooldowns, the items that they have, their gold, everything. You can see the scoreboard as well. Just hover your mouse over the stream, and you're able to see that. Thank you, Stats Helix.
Do you have the Dota 2 tooltips enabled as well?
I can't say those things, Neff.
Oh, right. That's like, thank you. Right. I wasn't given the breakdown before we started. Thank you, Stat Helix, for amazing information on the game. It looks like Timo's got some stats of his own. You know, last time they were playing very aggressive inside the enemy base and these opportunities. Now they're taking it slow. It looks like you know they took some time to cool off after that last game. They don't seem they're playing a lot smarter now. Is what I mean to say.
Shout out to Falco Style, because Falco Style is a coach of Unknown. And he probably during the break time, not now, are telling them, hey guys, you have to be careful.
And there's the Eye of Scotty completed on the Luna too. Lots of stats on this Luna.
They're taking it slow now, like you say. 11, there's a smoke. They did pop off the smoke. Wick is just positioning very well. Pingo trying to take damage. He does have borrower time, so the borrower time is gonna be activated right now. Tingle King with a call. He managed to call 2 people, and I think the Centaur is just gonna be blown away. Stampede, he goes away from the terrain. Then he saves himself. Timo, he needs to connect the Sander. Sander is ready to BKB as well. You need to apply a Sander. I think you should have Sander as Coach McDavid. Coach McDavid is a BKB, so he can use Sander. He's Sander on his friend Roboseta, and now he's gonna keep attacking. Tingle King with a call. Centaur jumps inside, trying to take some damage, but no, Scotch McDavid making all of them. It's a team wipe in favor of the cut. And for Sele Main, slaughter everyone. And now, Roshan, you're next, but look, Roshan is off only by 12 seconds. Is Pingo gonna stay?
I'm not sure. He might just wait in there. He might. I'm not sure. At a certain point, he has time to just walk away. 3, 2, 1. He just waits it out. And he's rewarded for it. Roshan.
Oh, there
Let's
we
see a
go.
respawn. There it is. He'll ping that one out now. Lanes are pushed in, so it's not like they're able to take anything else off of this one anyway. They're going to get the Roche. Thanks to Pingu scouting this one out. You love to see it. Absolutely beautiful. That last team fight, it could have gone very different though, but those were all like 10-second BKB, or sorry, like 8 or 9-second BKBs that were active. I think it was like a 9-second on the Tiny and 8-second on the Luna. It just lasted too long for him to sunder anything. By the time he finally, stopped panicking, moved away, Luna had already done like too much damage. HP was at like a weird point, and Centaur trying to reinitiate that fight, got stunned up immediately. He never ended up getting his hoof stomp off.
And that BKB was also lasting a long time because he wanted to Sunder.
Yeah, he tried to wait as long as he could, but those are like some of the highest charges on his BKB, right?
Yes, he was 8 seconds BKB.
Yeah. Coach McDuck. I mean, they're feeling confident all of a sudden here on the cut. You give them one opportunity to get back in the game, and they'll pick you apart off of it. That's exactly what they're doing here. Now looking for any sorts of kills. Tingle King playing very far forward.
Tingle King has a lot to serve as well. He just needs to make another good call. Tingle King, the king of the rats.
King of Magnus as well. If last game was anything to go off of.
Dire's bottom tower
I'm surprised he didn't go for a Techies pick.
You wouldn't want to see that one?
I wanted to see that one.
That's where the real bias comes out, is whoever picks techies.
I think so.
Yeah.
Bashwak, Robosetas.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They're in the bottom part. Centaur's in the middle. Does he have TP? He does have a TP, but Luna, if this tier 3 goes down, I don't want to see the rest. You need to defend that tower.
They're trying. Mid lane's being pushed in, some creeps are doing some damage to Radiant tier 1, and everyone now having to back up here. I imagine they'll have to cut the... Yeah, they're starting to cut these creep waves. But top lane's pushed in. There's illusions inside the base as well. Look what Teemo's doing. He's actually just dropping these illusions in front of the base, clearing out these lane creeps, stopping them being able to push the mid lane in here on the side of the cut. Finally utilizing Terrorblade to his maximum potential here.
And optimizing his farm as well. What is the next item that he has on mind? There's a smoke coming inside. Unknown wants to go?
He actually just completed his butterfly here on Teemo, next he's going for his satanic. I mean, that's what he really struggled with the last team fight, was being able to stand his ground and heal back up. Once Luna did a little bit of damage to him, he just ended up getting destroyed. This next team fight might go a little bit differently though. He's very slotted. But I think they wait off this Aegis, right? That's your goal right now on Unknown. If you're able to split push these waves and buy yourself a little bit of time, why fight Luna with 2 lives when you can fight it with 1?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower
The
has
instant rotation. They managed to rotate them. And who did the shard go to? To Luna, right?
Yeah, I think that was... Yeah, that was Luna who took the shard. It's very good on Luna.
Ooh, that ultimate did not connect. Only connect to Tingle King. Did no kill. Just evaporated. He got shattered. That's what it does. He shatters you. If he falls below 12%, you just shatter. P1 now is Scorch Smackdown 101. They jump inside Sacred and Robosetta jumping. And they're gonna blast P1, PvP, P1. Can he buy back? He does not have any mark, but in the first life goes down of Luna. But Luna has a satanic. Oh, does not have a satanic. There does not have BKB as well. But it only can they survive? There is coming some lockdown coming inside, up in the air, tossing. Ciao, ciao, my friend. Scorch Mac Patito is down, and as well, Alvin goes down. Tingle King with a call, two-man call. Can he take down this? Oh, the Sander applied. Very well played by Teemo, and this is going to be almost a team wipe. Oh, the Storm Pingu with a borrowing time, just prolonging his death. What are your last words, my friend Pingu? Triple kill for Sacred. And there we go. Sacred.
Waves pushing for the moment, but now finally reaching the bottom lane. That backdoor protection is down. You have no buybacks available to any of your heroes, so you might as well just call it here. Terrorblade is going to be able to rip through these towers in no time at all. This Axe, you know, he blinked in. He thought he'd be able to get that kill off on a Teemo, but this guy, he's got a Sanjayasha and a Titan Sliver. Your call doesn't last all that long onto him. And I think if he didn't have all the stat adjustments, he might have been able to get another couple spin or two, get that culling blade off, but he couldn't be so lucky this game. Sometimes the Titan Slivers drop, sometimes they don't.
There's no buybacks. There's no gold icon around the timer, so that means there's no buyback.
Yeah.
The
I
break.
sometimes like checking the heroes, clicking on them as well, just to check if they're close. But
Stampede to back away. And also the Aghanim Scepter on Sacred help a lot on the team fight. Just that 40% damage reduction. Does it apply on the illusions as well?
the what?
The Stampede.
No.
That will be too broken, right?
Not the damage. You remember what Stampede is like on release? It used to stun you for 1.25 seconds and had a 60-second cooldown. And it did, I think, 300% of Centaur's strength as damage. It was very busted on release. Stun instead of slow.
There we go. My guinea pigs are safe again with unknown. Well, the game is not over until the throne goes down. Let's not jinx it.
Saw them turn a pretty awful looking fight before in the cut, and these guys are never out of it. It's like you say, so Scourge McDuck, he turns games around.
They're gonna defend versus Megas.
Yep.
16
In
to
fact,
21. They want.
Scourge-
They don't want to go for the game 3. They want to.
I'm so strong, guys. I'm so strong.
Scourge McDuck's got a divine rapier queued up right now as well.
Oh, it says, I'm so strong, guys. I'm so strong. That's what it says, Timo.
Yeah.
With his spam package. I was like, what's that back noise?
I wish they're feeling as strong right now on the cut, but just locked inside their base. I feel like it's only a matter of time. They might wait for Roshan here. It's another minute before it's, you get to see when it comes up. But putting the pressure on right now, it looks like they just want to move on to game number 3 on Unknown. They're more careful than they were in game number 1 with their initial high ground pushes, even though they have mega creeps right now and a 13k now with advantage. So I definitely learned a lot from that first loss. This is good training for the international qualifiers, if nothing else, as you mentioned in the earlier game.
Yeah, I agree as well, and that's what we want at Octaexon League, that these guys are extremely prepared for the bigger stakes.
Yeah. So no higher than 1,000 Dogecoins, though. Let's be real.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Scourge McDuck just want to go inside. He still have a cheese ready as well. No, there is a terrorize coming inside. He's throwing away me. While this terrorize did so much damage, he did not have time to put the cheese. He does have a buyback, but he keeps attacking. Timo attacks. Para sin polo. Ven, véchate. With the Luna in the center versus Sacred, and Sacred trying to tank until the cliff does not make any damage, and a double kill for Timo. Timo, mi pastor. Timo finishing the game, and I think they're gonna finish the game. They don't want to. They just keeps attacking the cliff. I think Timo could have just finished off the tower, right? The throne. He decides to just keep attacking the creeps and just evaporate. Bye, P1, PPP, ultra kill. Come on, give me one more kill. I'll give you a rampage. Give him the rampage. He deserves it.
Oh, he's got his eyes on the prize. The prize is those Dogecoins. He's not missing a beat here. Ignores the rampage. Objective gaming for Timo, and they managed to close it out.
GG, well played. Ooh. Another 5 minutes break in game 3. Game 3, Neff. What do you think about the second game? I think Unknown. They were more careful this time. They had the
They were
advantage early in the game.
I was worried for a little while. It felt like they had the opportunity to turn that one around. They took one really good team fight when Terrablood couldn't get off that center. I felt like he was walking around awkwardly for a little while, but they played that really well. That last team fight at the end, Scourge McDuck actually didn't have the opportunity to use the cheese. He was AA blasted, despite having the BKB on him. I think there was 2 seconds of it left when he went down. If he could pop that cheese and maybe turn around the fight, they might be able to defend for a little while longer. But at that point, the game was pretty far gone. I think the draft of Unknown was just way too much better than the cuts this game. It was a lot more heavily skewed to their favor. So I'm 2-for-0 on predictions right now. So technically, I'm the real winner of this series. But we need one of these teams to win, right?
Absolutely. Well, your guinea pigs are multiplying.
Yeah, I have too many now. Too many guinea pigs.
All right, let's go for game 3. This Octaexon League will be back in 5 minutes. Should be fine. All right.
улыбается. В твою сторону бросаю взгляд. Мое тело извивается, поймав этот электрозаряд. Твои глаза цвета аквамарина смотрели на меня в ответ. И почувствовав внутри эндорфины, ты подошел и сказал привет. Привет, привет. Сказал привет, привет, привет. Ближе, ближе, подойди поближе, чтобы каждый вдох было лучше слышно, крепче. Обними меня покрепче, мне так интересно, что ты мне нашепчешь. Больше, больше, хочется с тобой танцевать сегодня, называть судьбою. Тише, тише, слова излишние, нам и так с тобою сносит крышу. Сносит крышу. Слова излишние. Сносит крышу. Мне сегодня от твоей улыбки так не хочется отходить. Не совпадение и не ошибка, что мы не сможем друг друга забыть. Если мы хотим одно и то же, разве могут быть тормоза? У меня бегут мурашки по коже, когда смотрю тебе в глаза. Глаза в глаза. Глаза в глаза. Глаза в глаза. Ближе, ближе, подойди поближе, чтобы каждый вдох было лучше слышно, крепче. Обними меня покрепче, мне так интересно, что ты мне нашепчешь. Больше, больше, хочется с тобой танцевать сегодня, называть судьбою. Тише, тише, слова излишние, нам и так с тобою сносит крышу. Сносит крышу. Слова излишние. Сносит крышу. Эй,
Счастье, небо, солнце, радость. Мы летаем, Пробуй, 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 попробуй, пробуй, пробуй полететь, полететь. Пробуй, 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 попробуй, пробуй, пробуй полететь, полететь. Я чувствую, как я теряю тяжесть своих оков. С тобой я поднимаюсь выше облаков. Раскрываем крылья свободно, без усилия. Мы летаем.
Welcome back, everyone. My Russian friends are back as well. Neff, how are you? Okay, I have to change because I was getting some complaint from the audience. Or like, Chompix, you're being too. Your pink shirt is not being partial. You're not being neutral about this team. So I have to change as well to a white shirt. All right, welcome back, Neff. How are you?
Excellent, excellent. Greeting to all my friends in Russia from Vancouver, Canada. It's great to see you. I haven't got the chance to watch I guess communicate with that many people in Russian stream just because I've been doing Chinese and North American Dota. It's been a while, but happy to see the international audience here. Tons of people hyped up to watch Team Unknown against the Cut. Is P1 here last time they were watching your tournament? Or is this a new addition to them?
For the my Russian players, they always been here since season 1. Season 1, season 2, they always been here.
What do they know about P1?
Oh, do they know about P1? Not sure. P1 was with us last season. We won the run. Yeah.
Yeah. But we got P1 replacing Little Nick as the mid laner, one of the best players out of the lower division of the DPC, in my opinion, after, having left Picano Squad Gaming / I think it was like a mutual kicking, leaving situation, but the cut should be a lot stronger for. We have a 1-1 series so far. Unknown, they were pretty dominant in both games, but game number 2, they played a little bit more careful with their lead, managed to secure that game. Their draft was a little bit stronger in game number 2 as well. The cut looks like this game they don't want to deal with Nick Sass, and they don't want to deal with the Abaddon, and Unknown, given the fact that the cut had first pick available, they banned out both the Centaur and the Medusa, so two of the strongest meta picks in this series they've gotten rid of here, but no immediate double pick from the side of Unknown. Instead, they take a moment, they take Lion, they take Mars. You have a lot of disabled between these two heroes.
Yeah, they didn't want to give the Centaur, neither the Medusa, because the cut wanted the first pick, so like, and a lot of disabled, as you say. I still like whenever I see Puck or any spirit, I like to see the Blood Rage, the Bloodbath from the Blood Seeker, just to get that extra silence. How long does he silence you for? 4 seconds?
Seeker?
Yeah.
That's a 6 seconds.
6 second silence.
That's it's pretty insane.
And you have the lockdown from Lion, the stun, then the Hex, the Mars can just knock you down against his arena. So I mean, if you want to secure your kill on the packets, how else you gonna catch this, man?
Yeah. You've mentioned Bloodseeker a couple times. Are you a big fan of the hero? You mentioned the other games as well.
Since Dota 1. I think
Yeah.
I like that hero, especially in Dota 1. The character, the model from the character in Dota 1 was really, really nice. Yeah.
You seem to really like these heroes that are really annoying to play against. You like Techies, you like Bloodseeker, what else do you like?
Venomancer.
Oh, yeah, of course. The things that are, very fun because they make the other players not have a good time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a true spirit of Dota.
Привет. Who's here? Привет, friend. Imperichik. Mac, Meita, Escort, and everybody. All my Russian people. Привет, меня зовут Chompix. Это Nef Sensei. And welcome. Feel home. Kaktila, how are you everyone today? Are they feeling good, bad? Just respond with some emoji, however how you're feeling. Just one emoji to describe how you're feeling today.
Me, I'm always the cowboy hat face.
cowboy
I'm
hat.
always cowboy emoji.
The
That's me.
hat though, just I don't know if you wanna be having some hats later on, Neff, as a favorite
Probably
emoji.
not bring that one up.
That's gonna give you some PTSD.
PSD, yeah, exactly. Probably best I avoid that one.
I
So-
agree.
Alright, let's move back to talking about the draft, but carefully,
Viper ban.
and the Viper ban. Carefully navigate away from the hat topic.
I think the Viper ban is gonna call for an Spectre.
Yeah, I mean it's good against the Mars,
Or a
especially if they
Bristle.
plan on playing the Mars in the mid lane. But it could also mean that they want to open up the possibility to pick up a Bristle or a Spectre because it's good against both those heroes. It's also possible they want to run a Dragonite, but that is a little bit less likely with the AA there. I wouldn't mind seeing a Bristleback played against his Aged Apparition, or against his Puck for that matter. So, pretty heads up predictions on those ones. To get rid of the Templar Assassin, I guess that one is a hero that doesn't like dealing with Viper either. So I guess they're probably talking about discussing why this Viper is banned out, why they prioritize this one. They just want to get rid of all the heroes that are super good against it. They take out the Snapfire here though. We get rid of the Timbersaw on the other side. So maybe just looking for early game domination. That's something that you're really worried about when Timbersaw comes in. Or they plan on playing these melee strength heroes, which Bristleback would have fit the number for. So I'm thinking towards Bristleback. You're right.
Now, Bristleback on the side of the cat. I mean, Scorch McDuck can also take the Bristleback. It's a Timber Bond. Timber. I'm wondering if I'm gonna see a Furion as well from Tingle King. I seen that Furion. Can the Furion? But you have the Mars, who's gonna have some control, right? The mass control.
Yeah, for the Nature's Prophet, his trance and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. They get rid of Wraith King. That's interesting. That's not really a hero that you're worried about playing against a lot of time when you're playing Mars, because Mars is very good against Wraith King in the lane. You can give the clear for his skeletons with God's Rebuke. You also deal a lot of physical damage to him, and Wraith King's a melee hero with only 2 armor. But I guess they're just worried about him getting back up or him being able to fight into the Luna and stand his ground. Luna doesn't like melee heroes that build Basher that just walk into her and kill her.
Tina's Luna's Timo now with the it's gonna be a good match.
I almost feel like you should just pick the Terrorblade here, but you do have to play against a lot of lockdown and magical damage.
Again, the break perhaps.
Yeah, you've got to break against the Mars. It does feel pretty good. You've got a decent burst damage here into the Luna. Bushwhack's gonna come in handy. A lot of time
with a cold feet, right?
Yeah, with the cold feet. And a lot of the time, it's annoying playing against a carry who holds a Quelling Blade. Luna hates holding a Quelling Blade, so your Bushwhack is always going to be up, and no one's going to have the tools to cut those trees on. So, we'll see what they grab next here on Team Unknown. I think they need like a preemptive response to a Terrorblade, because looking at this right now, I think that's what they take on the cut.
Medusa is banned. I was gonna tell you about a Medusa, but Medusa is banned.
Yeah.
Slark?
Slark, not as good here. It's a little bit annoying playing the Slark against the Mars and the Lion. Maybe I shouldn't be just two-dimensionally thinking about the Terrorblade, but I'm not sure what else is going to be crazy against the Luna. A Juggernaut's possible. I wouldn't mind seeing a Juggernaut in the cut.
I'm looking at this pack trying to rotate as soon as possible with the Asian Apparition, the Blast, and a Hook in the Clockwork.
Give me a Juggernaut. Come on.
I think so, right? Because you're gonna have to avoid these mini stones coming from the Clockwork.
Yep. So you either want that or here that builds a very early BKB. It's show me that Juggernaut.
You want to see the Juggernaut?
Yeah. It's also possible to go.
No, Gyrocopter. I don't think so. Trying to look at the heroes that Scotch McDuck has been playing lately. The Bristleback. Bristleback position 1.
Yeah, we talked about them potentially grabbing that on Team Unknown, but given the fact that Unknown already banned out Viper for them, that's something they don't really have to worry about. They've got a lot of magic damage. They're looking to take this pretty fast on Unknown, it looks like. They can push towers pretty quickly with Lunar Blessing and all these heroes as long as they're getting the auto attacks off. They get rid of the Necrophos. So they're worried about heroes that I guess can flex between the mid and the off lane. Necrophos is also decent against the Bristleback. If you give him a bunch of charges on magic taking to spam out his Death Pulse that much more. They ban out the TB now on Unknown. That's, one of the heroes that I was just non-stop talking about. But a lot of the time, the Bristleback is played as like a position 1 or a mid lane right now. In all likelihood, it's going to be a puck in the. It'll probably be a puck in the mid and the Bristleback in the safe lane. I think they need an off laner to round out the draft on the side of the cut. So I don't know what this TB ban is all about. I think you'd be a little bit too greedy to run the Bristleback as a offlaner and then get like another carry hero as pause 1.
It is Radiant's
Bad Rider ban. Ah, 10 seconds on the reserve time for the cat now. They have the last pick. I mean, no, they have the second last pick, actually.
They got they don't have a ton of reserve time left, like you said, only 10 seconds. A minute and 11 on unknown, so they've got a lot of time to think about, discuss what they want to grab. I was thinking Troll Warlord is a possibility because Luna doesn't like Troll running into him, but you don't have a lot of options left here
remain.
on the cut. Again, I think this will be a position 1 Bristleback and then grab something else to throw to the offlane. Underlord maybe? Who knows?
It's turn to pick.
Magnus. Okay. So that's yeah, all likelihood going to be position 1 Bristleback. Magnus probably head over the mid or the offlane, and then Puck will go whatever lane that Magnus does not. Probably position 5 Ancient Apparition.
10,
Mid Hoodwink. Oh sorry, position 5 Ancient Apparition, 4 Hoodwink.
5,
Unknown. How do you round this this draft off for them? You're playing against a big AoE stun. That's something that the cut did earlier, and I thought that wouldn't succeed, but they ended up winning anyways. You think you try to learn off of what you did that game and turn, I guess, play around the fact they have a very big cooldown, or what?
Admiral Conquer.
No,
Interesting.
Make the ultimate.
there's no silence, right, for that.
No.
Yeah. Kunkka in the middle lane.
Robo Z.
Did you saw me my overlay were a little bit wrong? I'm sorry about that. But yeah. Unknown versus a cat. And a hoodwink. Ay.
I.
One.
Huh.
Not sure, it's hard. I mean, after we have
Yeah.
seen with Tingle King Magnus, but I think Unknown has a better draft, I will say. I just don't see the picture of the hoodwink. I don't see, I mean, perhaps to grab somebody to hunt, but I don't see it much, you know. I'm trying to see how does position 4 hoodwink falls in here.
Mhm.
Other than you have the bushwalk, yeah, bushwalk. You have that. I don't see it honestly, and perhaps one shot blast on Timo, but no, I'm not. My guinea pigs are gonna go on the unknown. I think my guinea pigs are on in unknown.
Time to not put any guinea pigs down when you're that uncertain.
I think my
Look
guinea
at that
pigs
win
are
rate on the
unknown.
puck. Look, 5 wins in a row, 18 victories predicted, 142 wins, 75 losses on the puck. P1 is an absolute puck god, everybody. This man popped off every single game he played it in the DPC. He's an absolute legend. Because of that, and only that, are my guinea pigs going towards the cut this game.
All right, guys, you heard him, so you know where to report when you lose your bet.
No!
I think your social medias are attached there.
Yeah, my social, oh shit. Yeah, I'm just getting DMs on Twitter after this one. I lost my house, Neff. PPP.
Alrighty.
Let's see. Tinkle King, starts off with a magic stick. I mean, you're playing against Luna down in the bottom lane, all probability, so it makes sense to me.
Did they spot? I think they saw that.
Yep. There it is.
Yeah.
I think,
you.
I mean, one of the big parts about it is being able to somehow get solo XP from it, the initial ward, but they split that one 3 ways. So instead of getting 50 XP, the 3 of them got like 12. Or 4
Sharing
of them
is
got
caring.
12. No, you better give that to the mid laner, in all honesty. If you can get that torrent off faster, you can do a lot with Kunkka getting an early level 2. Just do the way, do you know how torrent works? You don't need to be facing the direction that you cast it. You can be facing anywhere. So it's very easy to fake people out. It is a lot of mind games with mid Kunkka. And it can force, like, if the enemies think they're going to get torrented, they have to move off the creep, or if they think that you're faking out the torrent, if you cancel the middle of cast animation, they have to, like, double down on you faking them out, or try to predict when it's going to fake and stand their ground. You'll mess up the last hit if they are actually throwing the torrent out. There's a lot to it, so getting too quickly on Kunkka is very important. But it didn't manage to get any denies from the first wave. And there it is already.
Battle Salon Giant, the squirrel is just going down. Alvin just trying to run away from this. Prada trying to zone out. They want to make sure that Timo gets enough farm. So we're going to see 5-0, 3-0 so far. P1 versus Robo C or Robo Zeta. Scorch McDad with a Bristleback.
Online. Giant is dropping pretty low already, but looks like he's dispersing a little bit of this damage here by playing close to him here on Tingle King. Oh. Almost missed a kill there, but managed to get out of that one. Level 1 on the Hoodwink is a little bit rough. He's got a Wind Lace right now though, so he's got a ton of movement speed to work with. Pingu forced all the way back in the tower, speaking of, sitting very low, forced to pop that salve. Mid lane, P1, not doing as he normally does here on the Kunkka, but I imagine he'll start to zone Robo Z out once Water Rune starts spawning. I mean, that's one of the advantages of Puck in the current patch, is you have so many more resources to work with. Robo Z is choosing to play very aggressive here underneath the tower. He'll take a couple tower shots for that. And P1 waits for his bottle, as we saw him do this on the last game, right?
There's no wards for him to spot. Okay, well, P1 managed to get the other Water Rune. Robo Zeta. I thought he was going to take them both for a second.
No. P1, he's like, he knows how far Kunkka's going to be able to travel during the time it takes him to grab the other one. And if Robo Z tries to take them both, then he's got the extra mobility from the illusionary orb as well. So things will start to turn back towards the favor of the Puck here, as he's able to spam out more spells due to the Water Rune spawning, the 3-minute Bounty Rune spawning, filling up his bottle with that one, and then the 4-minute Water Runes.
The courier goes down, and he may be in trouble, Scorch McDad, but there's no air spec available.
Robo Z, he just chooses to X mark the spot himself back to base to refill his bottle.
That's an OP skill for Kunkka. Just being able to go back to base, regenerate, and even refill your bottle and come back to the lane.
But the thing is, now you only get to do that once, because you only have a single town portal scroll, right? And the extras you buy, you start with 3. And the extra you buy now cost you 100 gold. They're a lot more expensive. So he just gets to do that trick once, and then it starts affecting his net worth. It's the same sort of principle on Ember Spirit. If you start learning Ember Spirit at a super high level, like a lot of time, okay, you need to refill your bottle, get your HP back up. You need to move to the base, then back to lane with your Remnant. But then you realize you put your town portal scroll on cooldown, and it allows the other lanes or enemies in other lanes to play aggressive on your team because they know you can't rotate anymore. As I'm going off and off about random mid mechanics, there's things happening everywhere on the map. Thankfully, there hasn't been any kills happen yet.
Yeah, it's 0-0, 4 minutes. They're trying to be very careful now. Who do you think is gonna go for the first blood here? Unknown or the cut? First blood potential?
Known, for sure. They have way more heroes that are good at finding these early kills. I'd be quite surprised. Actually, P1 is almost level 6, so it's difficult to say. He might be able to find a rotation kill earlier on.
Giant is capturing inside the clock. Cogs, but Parada is leaving off with 150 HP.
Yep, and he'll go back in after he salves up. He's waiting to heal back up. Giant, he's sitting pretty low, and I think Clockwork is about to take advantage of that. He's got 2 points of battery assault. Here it is. He's dead. Oh,
Who's gonna
maybe
be there? I
not.
think Saker is gonna be there. There's low coming out. No, in the bottom lane, they just kill Clockwork. I was looking up top, the Saker versus Scorch McDuck.
But Clockwork playing very aggressive there. You saw Tingle King, it was out of mana, but Tingle King, you know, popped his stick, balled up between those battery assault hits. Turn that one around.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Well, P1 is going to have his work cut out for him now. Well, I mentioned, yeah, P1 is going to have his work cut out for him now, just, you know, capitalizing off the advantage that they just managed to find that kill with on the Magnus. Look for kills in different lanes. Speaking of advantage. Oh no! Again, this guy, he's off his game. Never mind. He just don't miss. He's a god. He messed up there winning, rifting onto the low ground there. Because of that, he's forced to use a lot more mana. Drops the Dream Coil.
2 main coils, but he's in the opposite side. That's not your tower. He did manage to get away from there. I was like, that's not your tower. I think you're supposed to be on the other side of the map.
He
Battlefield?
tried...
Oh yeah. He did connect that. I thought that battle refill was not going to be completed successfully.
This is the P1 I'm used to seeing. He's making mistakes here and there, but he's popping off again. He's back up to full mana. He's dodging these Tidebringer attacks. RoboZ, he's gonna start to struggle soon. He does a lot. Excuse me. He's a lot more last hits in a moment. But
Shockwave bringing Team alone. Bushwalk, they did capture him. I think no, Pride is coming here to the rescue. Cock just push him away, trying to drain some of the mana. Timo attacking as well, and he does manage to survive. And he uses the tree from Hoodwink just to double his regeneration.
wait, no, I don't think it works like that anymore. I think they've changed it.
That's it.
Yeah, it's a regular tree now. If you look at the skill, 7.29,
Yeah, that's
planted
7,
tree no longer
yeah.
considered special for Tango usage.
The Radiant scan, eager to know.
We're not Hoodwink players, though. I play Earth Spirit, you play Techies. Hoodwink's for nerds.
Well, we're not gonna see furry heroes in Division 1 now.
Yeah,
But-
exactly.
There is
Wish.
middle tower.
There's do some harassment on Puck. Wish is all out of mana now, though. He may have... Oh? Looking to turn this one back around.
Ooh, there's an X. There's also a coil coming inside. Does he have the boat? He does have the boat now, but he's not gonna be able to connect it because this puck is very squishy.
Cold feet this guy.
Oh, no, he's dead. That haze help him out, and he's gonna rotate up top. I think. He said there's something here. There's a ward for sure. Thank you
There
for the
is.
stack. Whoever made that stack, thank you so much. And I think it was Pingu, the one with the stack. In the bottom line, we see Giant maybe in trouble as well. They trade supports, and the ultimate applies. Timo to be able to take. No! It was not. It's still nighttime. He was not. He didn't see him.
It's a level 1 Lucent Beam. So the Eclipse dropped down with only... It was doing 75 damage when he used Eclipse at a strike. That's what happened there. He just took absolutely no damage there on the Magnus.
And also
I'm not sure what the...
he
No,
was
no, you have
hiding-
extra night
He was
vision.
hitting. Yeah,
You have extra night vision on Luna. Because of Lunar Blessing, you have an extra 500 bonus night vision.
yeah, but he didn't see him because he did not connect it, or he just went
Three-
through here.
Three of them hit him, but it just did like no damage because it's only 1 point in Lucent Beam.
Talking about damage. Here comes the mid lane. They got rid of the AA. The boat is coming inside. Robosetta. Tingle King misses the skewer, and Robosetta just managed to run away.
His middle tower is under attack.
It's out of there.
P1 is still not rotating. He's still in the middle lane. He's 1 level behind.
You know, expecting him to look for some of these kills, but I guess he wants to focus on farming up a Witchblade before he does anything else. Kunka's doing a very good job of holding his ground here.
The big question is, does Scorch McDuck know that he's camp? what, it's all empty? Because Pingu was stacking the camps, and we have Weak and Sacred, and also the Kunkka just clearing those stacks.
Yeah, in fact, Lion stacked this one of these ones here.
And this but Pingu's just gonna go down. Spear against the tree. Chow chow.
Yeah, and now finally he realized that this one's warded up. This is a bit of a mistake by the supports. I mean, they're playing very aggressive onto the puck earlier, despite him being sort of around that area, being very easy for them to rotate in, which implies that they have vision up here. He thinks that the stacks are still up, and he's trying to ping them, "Hey guys, go get the stacks." They cleared those ages ago.
Yes.
Your bank account's empty.
Yes, Crush McDad tried to rotate, but he's like, hey, I don't see anything. They took it, and Timo just goes back here trying to take this tower. He does have Mad of Madness ready in 5 seconds, but it's not gonna be necessary because the tower is down. And they're like, all right, let's go take his tower. Let's go take his farm.
They take everything from him. A Spirit Vessel completed here on the Kunkka, and I'll help him quite a bit against his Bristleback, who, has a okay amount of farm himself, but unknown. They're looking good this game. I was boasting about P1's possible puck performance, but this game he's struggling. Kunkka's popping off.
My guinea pigs are safe so far. Pradas in the mid lane, they're rotating. There's a smoke also as well. They managed to spot Giant. Ooh, Hook can't connect, and he does have the Fox as well to push him back. And just got rid of him. Bye-bye. Alfie the cheap one just goes down. But P1 jumps inside, trying to survive. They put the coil inside. But here it comes for Selemane. He does apply the clips, and the clip's gonna take a Scourge Mac Patito goes down. Killing spree on Secret. Ooh. And the boat coming to finish out Tingle King. Tingle King does connect. There is a nice air spike. And as well as the Ancients. Ay.
2K net worth to 5K to probably 6K in just a moment. That team fight very one-sided. Only about 1,000 net worth swing and 1,800 XP off of that team fight, but it speaks volume. They give them so much control over the map. Look at them invade here now.
Can he take down Pingu?
Yeah.
No, he
maybe.
Does put a blast. Scotch McDad rotating. It's like, oh, guys, I need to carry you, but you are making it extra hard to.
Yeah, help me, help you.
There's a block on Prada. Prada decided to block his camp. The Ancient, nice. Their camp is blocked now. Giant, yeah. Again, I don't see how Hootwin is feeding here.
But Wink isn't really able to do too much right now. Working on the Solar Crest. But by the time this one comes out, yeah, Giant is incredibly under-farmed. I think he realized that he needs to be able to get this medallion.
Does connect a Pingu.
It's another finger
hook shot.
stack.
And taking the stack, Timo, Skewer, RP, 2-man RP, but it's also Giant is connected as well. Bushwhack, 3-man Bushwhack. There we go, P1, the break does connect this. In a double kill coming inside by P1, that was a really nice connect by Robozeta joins the fight as well as Sacred. The Spear, the arena is dropping against the wall now. Robozeta versus Scourge McDowell 1-on-1. No, Pingu, P1 joins the fight. Pingu is gonna probably come in with a blast. The blast is gonna connect into 2-man blast. And Scourge McDowell may be able to take this down. What a fight. What a patient man this guy is. And Giant just does take him down. And there we go. I'm sorry, Giant. I was questioning about your Hootwing, but that was a 3-man Bushwhack.
Yeah, that was absolutely insane. So much damage coming out there. That beautiful RP setup allowed him to pushwhack, allowing him to turn that into a dream coil, and so much there. Way too much AoE damage coming out. Unknown. Finally bit off a little bit more than they could chew. P1 played that incredibly clutch as well. Baiting out that Kunkka, he was sitting really low HP. His timing on jumping away from the waning wrath, that's like beyond human reaction time. That was like frame perfect jump away. Not only like the phase shift out to stop him being able to pull him back, but also onto his jump away on the illusionary or bring him outside the range. This guy, he's finally doing the puck performance I was boasting about at the start of this game. Despite losing his lane, he's now sitting at 2-1-5. Now he's working on this blink dagger, so he's looking to make be a real nuisance in these team fights. His Witchblade is done. That's all he really needs to start making things happen on the map.
Scorch Magda, Pingu. Now can he stack for his... Oh, he now realized, hey, this ancient is empty. And they're probably gonna try to spend money on their sentry, but the sentry already is gone. Look, that was a wasted sentry. It's like there's nothing here. I don't see anything.
Economy damage.
Dire's top tower is under
It was off just on time, just right on time.
Yeah.
Radiant's
That's, bottom lane P1 is pushing this tier 2 tower.
Prada and Lion are rotating though. There we go. Can he connect a hook shot? Will that be
sees him.
enough? Hook shot does connect. There we go. Stomp him, trying to clear the mana. Wick does have a finger available. There's a blast also coming inside. Can't get rid of him. No. But who's gonna be gone is Prada. Just 2 more hits away. The Dream Coil just pulled him there on pace. P1 is trying to recharge. He had the infused drop, so that pretty much saved him.
Yeah, exactly. He also managed to dodge out that A blast, which took 1 point in phase shift, which is beautiful. Giant, he's gonna pay for this with his life. All
That
the trees
is
cleared
spear.
up. Yeah, he dodges the spear, but he can't dodge his death.
You know what it reminds me of the Mirana error on this Hoodwink. Is it too small?
No,
I
not
need to
too
see
small.
a replay.
He definitely moved around it. I don't think the hero's too small though. All the different heroes have different collision sizes. I'm pretty sure Wink is a full collision size. Naga Siren actually has a small collision size as well. I think like Naga Lycan during his ultimate. I forget. A lot of the illusion heroes have small collision sizes though.
It does remind me of these Mirana's arrow shot, just going right to the left of Footwink and did not connect, and it looked like it went through her. It was a game of Hokori versus Infamous.
So most heroes have a collision size of 24. Hoodwink Hoodwink actually has a collision size of 8. You might be right. Hoodwink, Lycan, Meepo, Monkey King, Naga Siren, Phantom Lance all have a collision size of 8.
Very small hero.
Yeah.
Bushwa come inside, they did capture Prada, and there is the smoke, also the shockwave come inside. The break does, but the hook shot, defensive hook shot to run away. The blast, can they connect the blast there? But there's the coil, just put him there in place. Can you finish him off now?
Which player will finish him?
There we go.
It
11
takes
of
him,
11 so far.
Yeah, it takes him a lot longer to finish him off there, and P1 loses half his HP pool. He actually opts to buy Boots of Travel next, so looking to play around the map at the moment. Keep the lane shoved in, make space for his Bristleback and his Magnus, so, eventually they're just going to be doing so much damage.
There's a combo from RoboC, just connect, but he takes all of the damage on his back, and he was only dealing 400 damage, the entire combo. Rotating, there we go, the Radiant, no one wants to fight this. I think they want to fight the Silence coming inside, but quick, they may get rid of this Lion. Lion needs to run away, but the Torrent saved him. He puts the stun onto the puck. The blast coming inside, they get rid of Prada. Prada is down, Robozeta is just dealing a lot of damage. Look at this Quill Spray dealing so much damage. He managed to TP out, he needs to TP, because that's the only way that he can survive those Quill Sprays. Taker on the other side trying to get rid of Pingu. Pingu goes down, a Killing Spree. And Timo, let's get out of there. There's a Bushwhack. Bushwhack now, there it comes.
No TP available.
He has a dagger, but no, there is no damage. He just stand there. He's like, I'm dead. There's nothing I can do. Just kill me.
Get it over with already. I haven't got all day.
It's just like, finish me, dude. Like, that's it. I give up.
Yeah.
It just reminds me, like, back in the day when I was in Peru. I like, there's this thing that say, like, when somebody's just robbing you, all you can do is just go ahead, man. That's all you can do for your
I've
protection.
accepted it.
Anywhere, right?
Yeah, my
you
money's
are.
not worth my life.
Yeah, anywhere you are, I think you're just, you know what? Just go for it, man.
Yeah. I've surprisingly never been robbed before.
Oh, there's a hook shot. Oh, and the RP to man RP Tingo. God, just pushing the skill all the way in the back. And there's Pingo as well. Are they under the effect of the ultimate? No, Pingo does. Massacre drops the arena. They just managed to stop him for 2 seconds. The break also goes in the Mars. The Mars and Timo keep taking damage from Timo. Timo does get rid of a cooler in the way. Ay, mega kill in the bottom side. Ay, yeah, Scratch McDuck just harassing the support. P1 does not have a coil ready anymore, but the Bushwhack just to put a pause there, just to lock them down, and that's where the hook comes in place, right? The lockdown of 3 seconds, I will say.
The one around, gonna kill off one of the Scourge McDuck. The Ice Blast doesn't end up connecting with the Luna. If it had, they might have been able to get this kill. They might be able to get her anyway. She is sitting pretty low, less than 1,000 HP left, but Scourge McDuck doesn't have any mana. Well, yeah, these bushwhacks, these acorn shots coming out here by a giant. He's not doing a ton of damage, but he's making it super annoying to fight into the cut. It's a stupid, annoying furry squirrel.
Scanning for enemies.
Tingle King tries to get him.
Oh, hook shot, that's gonna very well. The boat and the finger as well, taking an extra charge, but P1 jumps here. I think Prada may be gone. And Scratch McDuck just finished him off. Excellent. No, who took the kill? P1 took the kill. 16 to 17, and I don't think they have an answer for this bristleback. I mean, the Spirit Vessel. How many charges does the Spirit? There are 2 charges on the Spirit Vessel.
Yeah, I like the answer right now to the bristleback is hope that he runs out of mana, so he can't keep on spamming out his spells on you. He's got a Quicksilver Amulet as well, so he's moving even faster. He's attacking even quicker. His Quicksilver Amulet is essentially always going to be up because his Quill Spray is always going to be on cooldown during these team fights, right? As soon as it comes back up, he's pressing it again. So he's moving incredibly quickly. He's tearing apart your team. And now he's finally got 3 points in the Warpath, so there's going to be so much damage coming out from this guy. Aghanim Scepter just completed as well, working on this Black King bar. That'll, deal with the massive amount of magical damage on lockdown. Right now he's getting slowed up by, Lucent Beams, Impales, Hexes. Looking to turn that around and change that.
Giant goes down up top. That bush will give you how much seconds?
Wish is about to go down as well.
2.5.
They lose him. Kunkka trying to buy a little bit of time with that Aghanim Shard. He's got the stupid water Pokemon build going on.
Lion needs the shard as soon as possible. No, it's the coil and also the cure coming inside. They connect and the Mars is just going to be down 4. But now the Scratch McDuck is unstoppable. Mac Patito, that's how I call him.
Yeah, there's no stopping this bristleback now. That's the BKB, I think, flying out to him right now. Yeah, freshly completed.
The Lion was needs to rush his Aghanim Shard. I think that's the solution to drop him, get him, lower his mana. Just drain all the mana.
Can't beat him anymore than he's got the BKB.
And the BKB just came.
Yep. There it is. So very little solution to deal with this bristleback now. They're gonna try to snake this Roche.
Oh no, I think that was not a good initiation, but the RP does not connect to anybody. The ultimate for Selemani, Timo jumps inside. There's a BKB pop and Scratch McDuck. The Scratch McDuck still have the edges, but Selemani is just, Timo just going for Selemani, killing everybody. And the Scratch McDuck may go down, let's see. Oh, they almost captured P1, but the ice cold fit and a monster kill for Scarback Patito. Timo is like, I'm out of here, I need to get him out, ciao.
That's good. They can't bring him down. That Roche kill actually does end up going the way of Team Unknown, though. It was just bouncing off the bristleback in the Roche on those glaives there. So much damage coming out from that Luna, but bristleback terrifying as well, managing to turn that fight around. Had to use the first charge of his BKB there, but I'm sure that he's happy for it. So they're holding for now on Unknown. I think if they just give up Roche there, it ends up being a lot worse for them. I think that's the best that they could have expected. Now, I think it's a matter of waiting out this Aegis. They can somehow kill this bristleback. They're in a good pace right now. Luna almost has this Satanic completed. Just needs another 400 gold.
P1 builded a Witchblade.
P1 had the Witchblade ages ago.
Oh,
That was
okay.
his first item. He built Boots of Travel after, and then he got Blink Dagger. And now he's got 1,500 gold.
Yeah, because I was like, don't you need an extra defensive item?
I think so. He's right now, I think, just trying to split push waves and whatnot. Though he's getting blown up in these team fights for sure. Witchblade is okay because it gives you 6 armor, so it's kind of a defensive item against the Kunkka. It's mostly
Paradise
the
going down.
yeah, he's just dead.
Spam F in the chat for Parada.
Yeah, F for Prada.
5 man and a Scotch Mac. I think this Bristleback is broken. They need to nerf him.
Yeah, he feels incredibly strong.
Because they increased the armor loss per stack from like 0.1. I think it's a lot, I'll say. The armor.
Oh yeah, it's a lot. 3 per stack. And you have 8 stacks now as well with the Aghanim Scepter. 1 per loss from
Those 24, a lot. Oh, they capture P1. The arena is against the wall. They finger him as well. That was a nice, but it just required 4 people now. The Thai coming inside, pull him off. But RP into a single main. Timo. Oh, the blast is coming inside right on his face on Timo. He does use the Mante style, but he was not able to dodge that. He still took damage from the frost.
Frostbite, yeah.
Ultimate, the clip, Selemane jumps inside in the middle, but Scotch McTag is also there to deal more damage. He just somebody stop this man.
They buy back on 2 heroes, and Luna made the smart decision to TP out there, realizing, all right, I'm beside the enemy's tier 1 tower. There's no way that we win this fight. He's able to buy back and TP straight in. So smart play by her getting out of that after popping the ultimate. I mean, she did all she could. I'm pretty sure she dodged the Ice Blast impact damage with the Manta style there, though. Which is still impressive.
Seems like a little bit off because. Alright, let's see. Oh, it's Scotch McDowell 1-on-1. Timo, he wants to fight it, but Giant comes inside with a bushwhack. And also P1 to silence him off and just finish him. 84 seconds. Take a break.
Yeah, just finished that Satanic as well, so there's no buying back into the game.
Uh-oh, it's
Going on Robo-Z.
He's forced to use his BKB. Scotch McDowell still not falling down. He has 1 minute and 10 seconds on the edges. I think the best thing to do is just wait for it. Wait for it to be off.
Yeah, or just go down to something here. It looks like he's just going to wait for it to expire now, though.
What does Uncle Gaben have to say of all of this?
He's going to TP back to base. I guess he... Huh, that's interesting.
Uncle Gaben says even. He's 50%.
It doesn't feel even.
That's why I think Uncle Gaben believes in Selemane.
Uh,
The power of Selemane.
Power of anime. Well, what does Uncle Gaben say about this assault cross just completed here on Scourge McDuck? If he lets the courier catch him, that is. Oh yeah. So assault cross now done. I think this will change things up a little bit.
Oh god. So much.
It's a lot of minus armor.
A lot of minus and plus as well from on their favor. They do connect. Price gone. There's also a coil coming inside. Scotch McDuck jumps inside. Where are you? They just a little bit back. What happened there?
Mars is just evaporated. Sergeant McDuck like 500 damage and auto attack. Once he gets on top of all these Warpath stacks. Aegis does expire finally. Swaps the cloak and the Aghanim Scepter back into his inventory.
Stop break also.
So even though the 14 net worth advantage right now for Unknown, sure as hell doesn't feel like it. Look at him tear through this tower here.
Uncle Gaben says still is even 50%. Dora Plus is telling us that 50% probability that they win. It's pretty even out. That's what I don't know what he's seeing. Well, Timo haven't died. He forced a BKB just to go back. So Timo haven't died for about 10 minutes, I would say.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was what, the 7-second BKB? Now it's down to 6.
Last one, he's building the Battle Fury. Yep.
Yeah. With coming out next, I mean the evasion would be super helpful here, but I think right now you try to take a fight while you know that Luna's BKB is on cooldown. You don't wait for this butterfly to get completed, because then things become a lot harder. So yeah, invading the jungle now. Going to
Yeah,
McDuck,
that's
he's
what
out
they
for
want.
blood.
Oops, they spot this. They're like, guys, get out. Let me die. Spear him back. Bushwhack. Butterwhack as well to try to defend this, but the blast coming inside, they just evaporate the Mars. What a play. I think Mars was the one that needed to be sacrificed there. So you guys leave. I will distract them. I will die for you. But please carry me, Timo. Please. I want those Dogecoins.
I need them. I'll be a Dogecoin millionaire.
I need to buy my mansion like Nef Sensei.
Quickly charmed outbound. All my money goes to my cats and my body bellows.
Oh, they did capture him. Does he have a coil? The coil was
No.
still in cooldown.
Yeah, I just dropped that on the Mars earlier. Would have been nice. Still needs an Agdam Scepter, otherwise Luge is able to pop the BKB and walk out of the coil. Keeping them pressured into their base right now, lowering this network advantage that they have. I mean, Uncle Gabe, like you said, 50 on the dot right now, as it has been the last couple of minutes.
Game 3. In these upper bracket finals. Always Tingle King jumping. So, oh, the horn again. This guy.
Pulls him right back into his team.
Yes, that horn again.
I'm not sure that there's anything to be able to do at this point. I mean, you're almost level 25 on the Bristleback. Once he's got this extra warpath damage is going to be tearing through your team. He's got it now. They passed him the book. He's got the warpath damage per stack. Look at this guy. Plus 557 damage on attack.
Oh, the horn. And bring him back all the way. And Mars is going to be going godlike for his card. Like that. The Ice Blood does connect now. Wick stealing the mana. He drank him out of mana. He doesn't have mana. But also, look at this Bristol. Bristol has the Orb of Destruction on his inventory. The neutral item.
Yeah, he's just looking for even more minus armor. He's got it from his Soul Crust, he's got it from his Nasal Goo, he's got it from this Orb of Destruction now. He gets on top of you. You're taking so much auto attack damage and you are not getting away. Roshan respawn. It's gonna, what is this?
1 minute and 30.
2 minutes. That was another minute and 30 seconds, yeah. And Assault Crust now, sorry. It's Abyssal Blade now completed on the Bristleback. This is a scary time to be a Radiant hero. Smoke up.
Timo needs to farm. How long for that butterfly? It's like, do I save for buyback or do I go for butterfly right away?
Going for him here.
Oh,
He
the
gets on top of
horn!
him.
Look at this, God! Tingle King. Roboseta, you like you say, hook shot. What a save! But the P1 comes in here trying to finish Roboseta off. The blast is also coming inside. BKB force. Now Scorch McDonald does not have any mana left. Timo is just by the bushwhack of 2.5 seconds stun, trying to stun him down. The arena is trapped as well. Timo wants to go for somewhere, but no. Can Timo go down? Take down just a little bit more. Scorch McDonald maybe going down. Just goes down. There we go.
Finally get him. His godlike killing streak, 16 and 2 now. Finally goes down after like the start of this game. Gods do indeed bleed.
He did not save for buyback. He went straight for the butterfly.
Yeah, he might be able to take this fight now. I mean, a lot of this is on Wish in this last team fight, right? Draining the mana of the Bristleback. It stops him from doing so much damage. He had like one stack of Warpath and was sitting there trying to fight the Luna and the Kunkka. Couldn't do anything in these fights.
Oh, and they might got Giant. Giant is also gone.
Yeah, Roshan has respawned. This is the best possible timing to the side of the cut. If it had respawned right away, they would have been able to take it here on the cut. Unknown. Alright,
Now,
Hookshot scouts it out.
Uncle Gaben is still favoring the cut by a little bit. He knows something. He knows something.
Take this Roshan very quickly. I
And he has
you
a
say
double
that
damage
Uncle,
as well.
Yeah, you'd think that Uncle Gaiman favors the cut, but they gave a double damage rune right outside the pit and the optimal respawn timer for Team Unknown. It feels like Uncle Gaiman likes Unknown a little bit better.
And also gave him another Order of Destruction. So I think with that way you can sort of pierce the Bristleback a little bit, but he's still stuck in a lot of
Yeah.
armor.
Yeah, exactly.
Dyer's middle is under attack.
Timo trying to farm, and he does have the cheese.
Scanning for enemies.
He's going for break damage, right? Shadow Blade provides you that? It's not called Shadow Blade anymore.
Silver Edge, Silver Edge.
Silver Age.
It looks like they're potentially looking to scout out P1. He sees Robo Z. He needs. he
Oh,
might
they
think-
did take him.
oh,
Great timing. Oh, greetings, I'm out. Oh, the stun did not connect, and he's just...
They try to get vision, but they don't find him. The rocket flare slightly off the mark as well. Now they're smoked up. They're looking for a kill. I don't think they're going to be expecting this.
Ooh, the stop. Prada is also inside. He's gonna be a sacrifice. No, there we come. Look at the positioning of Wick. Just trying to lick someone. Like, no, I'm out of here. You're not gonna lick any damage. The arena is dropped as well. Bingo needs to go down. Oh, the skirt. But look at this. Timo dealing a lot of damage. Giant is gonna be gone. Can Giant be gone?
Giant's out of there.
And look at Wick. Only job of Wick is drain the mana. They want to get rid of him. He's gonna position himself and start draining mana.
Yep. Needs to go back and do it again. Giant almost goes down to those Moonglaves there. The last team fight. Lion, he gets the Hex off.
Ay, ay, ay. Beep. Uy. Beep, beep, beep. P1.
Down for 420 gold. Very dank. But, oh god. You forced to, I guess, X marks yourself spot back to base here, but you're already going to head all the way back.
Is under attack.
Are you gonna force buybacks here?
I'm
Wick needs to
Maybe,
drain the mana drain. He probably needs a ward. He does not have a ward. He just needs to drain as much mana as he can from Scorch McDuck. Tidal Wave trying to bring somebody down. No, I think what are you doing? Timo. Ay, 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 Timo. You're... He was not even off. He still got 2 minutes on that edges.
beautiful bushwhack. He's got Abyssal Blade right now available too. He could just go in here on Scourge McDuck in another 9 seconds. I think the only thing he's waiting on is his BKB.
Hook shot does connect very well, and now Pingu Giant is in trouble inside the arena. They like, in the Moonwave trailing so much damage. Now Scorch McDuck, you are the big plate now. Can we take him down? He needs to connect that cheese. He needs the cheese. BKB is still on. He's gonna try to run away. The hook shot does miss. Wick is there trying to run away. He has spider like he needs to try and start rain some mana, but no, the RP comes inside, but the boat also connects. Thank you. There we go. Team wipe on favor of the cat, and Team Unknown is doing it. And I think they're gonna be the grand finalists at this Octaexon League Season 4. What do you think, Neff?
Yeah, a little bit too early to call that one. Buyback's available on the Hoodwink, buyback available on the Bristleback as well. Right now, it doesn't look good. They can't turn this one. Get back in there. You're not done yet, Bristleback. Scourge
That's a
McDuck.
buyback. That's a dieback. And look at
dieback.
Timo dealing so much damage. He still has the cheese. He didn't use it earlier. He was holding on that cheese for a little, and now he's just destroying the thing. He's gonna go for Celemane. He still have 20 seconds. P1 is gonna come in. Wick stun him down. Then drains the mana. Oh, they lock him down. But what happened? He goes all the way out.
Spear throws him over the wall.
Is that possible?
Yeah. That's exactly what happened there. You get thrown up on the Z-axis and he tosses you out of it with Spear. If you get thrown up by anything, you're over the wall. But it goes down anyways. I don't think P1 is going to be able to do this one by himself.
And we have the grand finalists. I think so. I mean, there is 50
But it's
seconds
not
down.
GGing out yet. Magnus, he's back up. The throne down to 1,000 HP.
And
And that's it.
Timo have done it. That Luna Uncle Gaming. His Uncle Gaming, he knows the
Uncle
game.
Gavin.
He probably had it, let's give him a double damage right there.
Double damage. We'll optimize the respawn time. If it spawned faster, it would have gone to the side of the cut. If it spawned slower, I think it would have gone to the cut. But unknown, they managed to take that team fight right outside the pit, turn things around, and losing the heroes one by one inside the base. Just couldn't mount a defense. I mean, in the end, I feel like there was just like not a good RP there by the Magnus. He's looking to turn the fight around, but they should have used that in conjunction with Scourge McDuck's BKB. And then the RP came out, it got onto several heroes, but they were inside the cogs when it happened. Just no follow-up damage was possible.
Wow. we have a finalist, Team Unknown. Now they will be playing versus either the Cat, Binomistas, or Hokori, whoever advances to the grand final. Thank you
Well-
so much, Neff. I think it was a very exciting match. Do you expect this?
I was expecting the cut to come out on top here. Of course, you know P1. I'm a big fan of him. I was hyping up his puck at the start of this game. He made some decent plays happen. He felt a little bit off his game today, but you know I think it takes a little while to mesh in with these new teams. That might have been the reason why he wasn't, you know, on the level that I'm used to seeing him on. But thank you so much for having me, Chompex. It was a pleasure to cast some of these South American teams again. I forgot how strong they were. It's a big reminder to me. I'm very excited to start watching these teams again now that I have a little bit of time off. Casting the DPC.
Oh, thank you, Neff, and thank you the whole audience from all the regions are here gathering at this Octaexon League Season 5. And I like to have this as an arena. You can come and speak any language that you want as long as you're respectful and don't be a spoiler. All right. Thank you, and that's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Binomistas versus Hokori at 2 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you, and thank you, Neff. Bye bye. Chao. Das
Bye.
Vidaña.
See you, man.
Sí, un saludito a la gente del Pabellón 5A. Muchas gracias a todos ustedes, los fans de Unknown. El equipo de Unknown ha terminado esta serie victorioso y se van a jugar la gran finalista. Ahora sí, nos vemos. Chao. Nos vemos pronto.